May you wear the crown of double honor, and for all the days of your life, let no man, let no woman, let no demon, let no one great or small dishonor you. For all the days of your life, the Lord renew you in strength, and let grace be extended unto you. Let mercy abound towards you, and let your strength and your days be multiplied. And be as an eagle, soar as an eagle, roar as a lion. Kadula kawasala, hey, yetukum silimatala. And above all, anyone that strive with us and contend with us at the gate of authority, at the seat of power, anyone who strive and contend with your people, Heavenly Father, exercising divine authority, anyone that takes our name and our picture to a shrine, to an altar for evil, let it backfire on them. Let it backfire in the name of Jesus. Anyone that speak ill and evil of your people, let their tongue be silenced. Let their tongue cleave to the root of their mouth. Anyone that speak evil of us, let their voice be discredited and silenced. Discredited and silenced. Anyone that imagine ill or evil of us by divine authority on the grounds of the blood of Jesus, according to the scriptures, as this is written, I command, let it boomerang, boomerang, boomerang. Put translation and say boomerang, 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 boomerang. We intercept the waster. We waste the waster. We oppose opposition. In the name of Jesus, we resist the resistor. Thank you, Lord. As you live here, I declare you will not be wasted. Let the waster be wasted. Let every opposition be opposed. Let every resistance break. Live here with the upper hand. Have dominion. And now we send the blood of Jesus to your father's house, to your mother's house, to your background. Anything that lifts up his head against you, in the name of Jesus, we ground it in the blood of Jesus. We ground it in the name of Jesus. Above all, any condition, pattern and cycles that are contrary to the will of God, to the word of God, to the plan of God for your life, today on the grounds of the blood of Jesus, we intercept it. Which one says interception, interception, intercept, interception, interception, interception. We intercept, intercept, intercept contradictions. We intercept contradiction. We command you in the name of Jesus as more than a conqueror. Tell somebody, I declare that you are more than a conqueror. Tell two people, I declare that you are more than a conqueror.
Tanumo onunchoni ha o dama chiechele wekun oyanu tumo osole moji yake ubawo nani aya baba shushueshwe. Amen.
That's what I believe. See, his sunshine is all around us, and there are beautiful clouds where you are. That's how I know that these worries will not last. I can see you've been crying and staying wide awake, asking yourself why the journey is so tough. They say tough times never last, only tough people people do. So don't stop believing, I know it's gonna be better. Say la, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, la, 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 ba-dum. Can't be loved by everybody, it's impossible, you know. And trust me, it's okay, so let the toxic people go. Your peace within is more priceless than a pearl. You got to be happy, cause life's just way too short. Don't stress the little things, they will only waste your time. Just take it easy, easy like a nursery rhyme. And I'm singing, I know it's gonna be okay. So I wanna see you smile today. Hey, you just gotta be happy, man. Good days, bad days, it's all part of life. But you must keep the groove on and enjoy every single day. I'm sure you've had some happy days before. So what makes you think you can't have more? Keep on fighting and you'll see. You will soon see rainbows. Hey, come on! La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Around the way. Beautiful clouds, where you are, where you are. There are beautiful clouds, where you are, where you are. Oh, oh.
currently at Iyoko, and you can see in your shot supporters of Dennis Miracle Sabuaji, who was arrested, are here demanding his release. They claim that the arrest is not justified, and they also want, they've heard that he's been denied access to his councils, and he's been denied access to food also. That's what they claim to have heard. So right here at Iyoko, well, I can see Honorable Titus Glover. Let's get to him and hear what he is telling.
You need to drum home as hard what Romacha is doing. Is making the peace of this country so negative, so bad. But you hold the person like a Rambo style. Is it right?
Honorable, have you heard from his lawyers?
We haven't heard anything. We have not heard anything. We haven't heard anything.
And you don't know if he's had access to legal representation?
Charges as pressed against him, we are not aware. Since yesterday, he was denied access to his counsel. What is all this? It's not nice. Remonacha is making the peace of this country so bad. I'm not saying that if anybody has found fault of the law, he should not be invited. But if a person has traveled from the airport, then just whisk him away as if he's a what? As a fugitive? They should take their time. What is all this? But you should know, is no. In as much as there is sun, there's rainfall. This NDC government, as President Mama, will come to an end, come 2028. Bamia will come. They should be very careful. They should be very careful the way they are running things. Once in a while, because the governance, the way they are handling the economy is so bad, they only want to divert attention. This is totally diversion of attention. Miracle has been so critical of John Mahama's government from day one. Why?
So you think this is a persecution?
But what is it? What do you see? What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
Why do you think anyone would be after Miracle?
There are a lot of MPP people who are being invited every day. They work quietly, they interrogate them, they go home. Why do you want to create a drama? Titus Glover, when I travel, I come. I'm here, you don't invite me if I've done something wrong.
But why do they have to bring supporters here? Do you think that is actually necessary?
So what they are doing, is it right? Go and talk to them first. Go and talk to him that what he's doing is not good. Go and tell them what they are doing is not good.
So what's the way forward? What do you think? So you can see in your shots, supporters of Miracles are still here. They've been chanting, "No miracles, no home," which is simply to indicate that until Miracles Abuaje is released, they will not go home. Well, there's been I think there is a scuffle between the police and some of the supporters of the New Patriotic Party. In your shot is Salah Mustafa. There is a scuffle. Yes. Well, as you can see in your shots, there is pushing. Well, they are trying to separate. I think NPP leadership is trying to separate the supporters that is clashing with the police right in front of Iyoko. And that's what you can see in your shots. They are throwing water. Well, you can see. What we are just seeing here is a scuffle between the police and the supporters of Dennis Miracle Sabuaji. They have been pelting of water. Well, please talk to me. What seems to be the issue here?
The police officers spray us with pepper spray. So it created.
You mean sprayed pepper spray?
Yeah, look at my eyes. Charlie is very bad.
Who are here?
Charlie.
Who are here? You've seen everything.
Yeah, I think there's a pepper spray. Pepper spray has been
everywhere.
Who has done anything bad? Who has done anything wrong? Why would you spray us pepper spray? What for? And what for? What has come for pepper spray? We are calmly supporting you. What is it? What is it? Pepper spray for what? If you want to kill us, then we are ready. If you want to kill us, then some of us we are ready. Let's see what happens today.
Police talk to you. When you came, the police talk to you. What engagement have you had that they have to spray a pepper spray? What was the confrontation about?
No, we spoke to them calmly. In fact, I went to look and I told him that if you endure certain things, But in case of any testing, it should call on us. I'm a national executive. It should call on me. Anytime he's having challenges with the boys, it should just call on me. I'll control them. He agrees. I was talking to him. Then all of a sudden, one of the policemen started spraying pepper spray. That's not even testing. You are here. Have you seen any testing here? So why are you using pepper spray on us? Why? What's the cause of it? Nobody can intimidate us. We are ready to face them. Today, more men are coming. More men are coming. Whatever will happen, we will end it today. Thank you.
Well, yes, there have been pepper spray sprayed in the air, and then
put pepper spray on us. It's very bad. Some of us people have been affected. We can't even see them. What is it? What is going on? Why are we slaves? What is going on? Why? Challenge, this is very bad.
Well, Eugenia, you can see the confrontation and agitation in your shots. Right, so we are still currently at Iyoko, and NPP leadership is trying to bring calm because there have been a pepper spray that has been sprayed, and then of course the boys and NPP's Miracle supporters are not happy about that. We are currently still at Iyoko, and we will bring you more in subsequent bulletins. But it's also important to know that the supporters have brought in their motorbikes and whatnot in support. Well, early on there has been a talk with the lawyer for Dennis Miracle Sabwaji. He indicated that they are trying whatever they can, every means to secure bail. And so yes, currently here, and we will bring you more in subsequent report. Well, in your shots, the lady who have been sprayed with a pepper spray is here, trying to get access to her.
Please, just relax, just calm down. Why? What do you want to say? When you
Well, this lady has been sprayed pepper by the police. As you can see in your shots, she's in so much pain. At Iyoko, currently at Iyoko, these are supporters of Dennis Miracle Sabwaji, who was arrested and brought to Iyoko, and his supporters believe that this is injustice and he should have rather been invited rather than picked up from the airport.
They don't go die for here. I swear. I don't do anything, no. And I can't pull my brothers and make it come up for the people that my makes. It's better pepper spray for my IC side. We are not doing anything.
Relax,
Well, the lady whose eye got sprayed.
My name is shame. Now my brother home and say me go me brother say o fi ko funny time na break check aka. Me go fit me brother back say me go me brother no and o me pepper spray no. And o digu meni. Me nya ne shame. Me nya ne shame. Me ya no me bono. Me nya ne shame. Me nya ne shame. Me nya ne shame.
That encourages that when one person is arrested and then everyone comes around, you invite all the party faithfuls to come around in support of that person at Iyoko, because it looks like it's becoming a trend. What do you say?
I think the arresting authority are the ones causing this problem. First of all, the culture we need to move away from is to move away from arresting people at the airports when they have not been invited. The culture we need to move away from is when we pick these people, we should even let their lawyers have access to them. The culture we need to move away from is to move away from the fact that when we even pick these people, we should let their families and lawyers and friends know where they are. And we should not be thinking of onerous bail conditions. We are not in a banana republic. We are in a state called Ghana. People are willing to work and serve and to respect the laws. If we are not respecting the Constitution, right from Articles 14 to 19 and 21, then we don't know what we are about. I think that's the prayer. But when you don't do the right things, you get people jumping here, doing manner of things, all manner of things, causing all manner of problems, and making the state ungovernable. It's not proper. We are not in a banana republic. So I will urge you and all journalists to let the government of today understand that we should stop this culture. It's not okay. We cannot reintroduce the culture of silence. It won't work. People will revolt when we continuously do so. If I keep slapping you and you are not even strong, would you want me to continuously slap you? At one point in time, you throw your hand too. So we should stop this. It's not okay.
On the basis of this, is there any violation of its human rights?
I've indicated that already. The violation from Article 14 to 19. Go and check.
I wasn't here.
The Constitution has made it clear that the moment you are arrested, before you are even arrested, first of all, you should be invited. This is not somebody who has run away from the scenes of this country. He's always been here. Due process means that the moment he's even arrested, he's given the opportunity to have access to his lawyers, to have access to his family, to be told what crime he has committed. You and I do not know. Do you even know where he is? As a media practitioner. If you answer me, fine. If you don't, then no, I'm not. Do they always have to? Do they always have to arrest people before coming to issue statements? Please, this is a banana republic. They should stop it.
Honorable, just a second for me. I'm just interested. I've been speaking with Mustafa Salam. He said the Honorable Atacha has been able to access him now.
At what stage?
And just this morning, just about 30 minutes ago.
But that is the point I'm making.
Yes.
That if the moment they are taking you on, you are first told about it. You will be asked or be allowed, when was he picked? And why are you now allowing him to have access to his lawyer? It is not okay. And even the lawyer, have you heard from the lawyer? Because the last time there was an incident like that, they claimed that the lawyer has been given access to the client. The lawyer went round, and came back and up until the next day to say that I have still not heard from my client. So how sure are you that the lawyer sees? So
what's the bigger plan for at least today if that bill does not go through?
Well, I don't think that anybody wants to share his or her plans outside. We will know what to do and we'll deal with it. It's just becoming too much. And my prayer really and truthfully and honestly is that, you see, it may be Jerry, but James, you should know that it can be you tomorrow. They did that to the media practitioner. What's his name? Larry. You know, and if it keeps going on like this, you should know that it will be your turn. When issues like this happen, the modus rightly should be that let the person know about the situation. Let the person report. If the person fails to report, then you can take a step. The person is traveling. Then you forcefully go and pick him up at the airport. You do not even know if he's going on this travel because of medical situation. And then once you have picked him, you don't give him access to his family. You don't let him have access to his friends. You don't let him have access to his lawyers. And then you are keeping him. And where you are keeping him, nobody knows. We can't keep doing that. In fact, I decided not to talk today, really. But it's just becoming too much. It's becoming too much.
Finally, just for assurance, does he have the full solidarity of your side, the minority in parliament in this situation?
He has solidarity not just of the minority, of the state Ghana. People are beginning to think that the country is virtually becoming a banana republic. That people are picked. Is that why they want to try to use the tribunal system? Is that why they are pushing for the tribunal system? Because you see, all of this should be basis for us to understand that crime is crime. If you have reasons and you have evidence to prosecute your matter in court, do so. Let it not be in this Rambo style. People who are traveling and then you pick them up, and then when you pick them up, they cannot be found. Their families cannot trace where they are. and their lawyers cannot trace where they are. You interrogate them without the presence of their lawyers. It's not okay.
Honorable, please. Honorable, just one last question. Honorable, please. Honorable, don't you think that we should move away?
All of a sudden, one policeman and or me a pepper spray the gumenim. I mean, I make a coffee, me bra, no free coffee in them. Me pamocho, many baku, meet me, many baku, many, demonstration by you. Demonstration by you. Demonstration by you.
My name is Jonathan George, and I'm here with my boss, Honorable Moses Sabo, the Blue Army Commander, the incoming Greater Accra Regional Organizer. Yeah. Yes.
Why are you here?
The reason why we are here is that this early morning we got a call from our boss, Honorable Moses Sabo, that one of our colleagues has been arrested by the Yoko boss, Raymond Archer, without any crime or without any charges. So that's why we are here, Yoko office in this morning.
What is the name of your colleague that has been arrested?
Miracle Abuaji Dennis.
Why is it that you don't allow Yoko to work and you are raising flag?
Because this is our 5th time coming to Yoko. And ever since we came here, we have never seen any evidence from them that this is the charge they have been on. So that's why we are here. And we are not going to allow them because we see that for almost 5 times that we have been here, there's no any time when we came here, it's misunderstanding. We haven't seen any charge against our colleagues. That's why we are here. You are welcome, sir.
Well, but this morning when the reporter came, just a few of you were here. Was there a particular reason?
So the whole night and this morning we have been working behind the scenes, and also most of our people are on their way coming, so we're hoping that by now whatever interrogation they wanted to do they would have done, and do the needful. If you are admitting him to bail, you do so, and we can have a good day to run with. But unfortunately, I am told that the boss is not here at the office yet, and also no access has been allowed to Miracles as we speak, not family, not council. So we have no choice left than to mobilize more. So we are getting our people to come, and we would
vent out our spleen, at the treatment being meted out to Miracles. I think that the system has lost, its sense of reason. Yes, I mean, he traveled out of the country and he was not arrested. You arrest him when he lands in the country. I mean, what kind of, for the want of a better word, baloney is that? He's not going to run away.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand that this is not the first time he has been invited at Iyoko. Is that true?
Well, whether he's been invited or not is immaterial to arresting somebody, who is not a flight risk. Okay. You see, the laws in the country provide for all of these things. When somebody is a flight risk, you would want to arrest the person, restrict the person from moving, but the person has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that he's not a flight risk. He travels out, he's coming back, that's the time rather you pick him up.
Do we know why he was arrested though?
No, so far they won't say a word to anybody. Like I said, even his counsel have not been allowed to have access to him, and all we hear is order from above. Order from above. Which above? Is that the rule of law?
What's the name, specifically the person who is telling you it's an order from above?
Of course, I don't know who the above is, right? But when you go into the offices right now and you ask them anything, they'll tell you order from above. The whole place, this whole Iyoko building standing there, and they'll tell you that Raymond is not there. So Raymond goes to sleep, and when he feels like coming to work, before he comes to work, when somebody's freedom and liberty is at stake, and he's wherever doing what he wants, is that the kind of democracy we are building in this country? Is that the kind of democracy? So here, Raymond, if the NDC loses election today, when he's going home, he's going to take the whole Iyoko and take it to his house? Really? Then he should take the Iyoko and take it to his house the day NDC loses an election. Because this nonsense has just gone beyond comprehension. It's become too much. I'm sure all of you have seen it.
But this is not to hold grief for Iyoko, but don't you think they may have a case? That's why they're arresting Miracle?
The laws in the country provide for every situation. If somebody's under investigation, nobody is stopping them from doing their work. No, we are not against the state holding people to account. No. But we are also against every attempt to harass and intimidate people. That one we also not accept it. And we have said that time without number. And we will not back down from that position. And that's what we want this government to understand, the system to understand. That we are not people you can intimidate. Look, all of us, they try running so many, checks on us because you are vocal of the government. So the little thing they get on you, they want to use it as leverage to cocoon you. Right? But no matter what you do, if you arrest me today, there are so many people who will still speak out. So arresting people and the trajectory this government is going is one that I struggle to find reason behind.
So you see this as persecution?
It is. They don't find any other day to arrest Miracles except on the day he declares his intention to run for National Communications Officer of the party.
Coincidence?
No, it's not. We are politicians. We understand politics. We understand timing. We understand everything. Look, what this government essentially is doing is embarrass people. Okay? They arrested Hanan, brought Hanan here for this, ran to court, and at the end of the day, they dropped all the charges against Hanan. After doing press conferences and sticking mud on Hanan, up to now they have not been able to prosecute Hanan. All the people that they have been chasing around, I don't know if you have heard any meaningful prosecution going on, but by the time you realize, they have tarnished your image. That's all this government is doing. And look, these things you are doing, don't forget that you will lose power one day. Just 18 months ago, and the MPP was in power. Well, it melts like an ice. It goes away.
Do you think mobilizing the youth here would change the tactics of Iyoko, or would change anything about the issue?
maybe it makes them happy when they see us here. So once it makes them happy for them to see us here, we also come. We are so happy to be here.
We've seen you do this quite a number of times.
And I'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it and keep doing it. I am not tired. I still have a lot of energy.
But it hasn't yielded the results yet.
It yields results all the time. It yields results, and we'll continue to fight the tyranny, the intimidation, the persecution, anything they are doing. We'll continue to fight it. Look, this is the most intolerant government I have seen in the history of this country. Even Jerry Rawlings, who was a military person, was more tolerant than the current president. This is the most intolerant government I have seen in the history of this, and you all know it. None of you is safe, from media to musicians to everybody is being harassed in this country. And when we say these things, you people take it, on their face value for light, and it's as if MPP people are those ranting. If in our own country we are being treated like second-class citizens and everybody is quiet, by the time they finish dealing with MPP people, when there's nobody left, they'll come after you. When they went for the trade unionists and they were quiet, they went for the Jews and they were quiet. By the time they went for the last person, there was nobody to speak for him. And that's what exactly is happening in this country today.
Let's talk about if you say that this is a persecution and it's not a coincidence for this happening just the day he declares his intention, some will say that if indeed that is the case, then it may be within your party who are opposing his going for the National Communications Executive Office.
No.
Because this is an
which MPP person would come and call Raymond and tell Raymond that go and arrest Miracles? Nobody would do it. Not any of the other contenders in the race for National Communication, director for the party would come to Iyoko and say that go and arrest Miracles. On what basis?
Then the allegation that this would be because he declares his intention doesn't hold.
It's to embarrass him. Is to embarrass Miracles. That's all the intent.
Why him, not any other person?
Because he's vocal. He's been holding the government by the neck.
He's not the only person vocal in your party.
That's what I'm telling you, that all of us who have been vocal one way or the other, they've tried to find one way, something to stick on you and begin to harass you. Look, me, when we were in government, I made sure that, for the 8 years, I didn't take a contract. I didn't stay in government Bangalore. Everything. That's why I speak the way I do, because I don't fear to speak my mind, because they cannot get even an atom of dirt on me. That's why you will not.
All right, good morning. Thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moore, and it's always a pleasure to come your way. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. This indeed is the day the Lord has made. We want to say we're glad that we've been able to return here to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that are making the rounds in our dear country, Ghana. My name, once again, is Awudu Moro. Today is the 14th of July 2026. I want to say a big thanks to our audience for tuning in from 7 a.m. to 9:55. We can't thank you enough. Yes, you've seen me in a different studio, different background. Well, I'll tell you what. They say variety is the spice of life. We're giving you a different feel, a different look and feel. What do you think about this one as well? Well, that's the whole idea. Hopefully tomorrow we're back to our former studio. But anyway, let me just go straight ahead and look at what the papers are reporting this morning. So I'll start with the Daily Graphic. It says the nation mourns Yana Bukari II, President Akufo-Addo, Bawumia others pay tribute. And there's Bono E secures 310 acres for government projects. And there's government reaches final milestone in external debt restructuring. DVLA pilots digital number plate system, August 1. And that's for the Daily Graphic. And the Ghanaian Times says that Yana Mahama Bukari II laid to rest. DVLA impounds 85 illegally imported vehicles, and a stronger deal structures key to unlocking mining finance. There's overhaul public transport now, nation losing over 4 billion cedis yearly to poor system, according to experts. Ochihene Osajefo Amwetia Ofori mourns passing of Yana Bukari II. And there's Dennis Miracles Abuaje, others under investigations of alleged 55 million cedis public funds diversion, according to Iyoko. And there's also Daily Guide. which says that Yana Abubakar II dies in South Africa. Mahama Bawumia mourn him. There's Okiteche hospitalized under police guard. There's release ex-NAFCO boss, 6.7k pounds phones damage to AG and Iyoko. And also Iyoko lists 6 charges against Miracles Abuaji, accuses him of 55 million stolen cash. As you can see, the stolen comes with inverted commas. There's also, sorry, in quotes, that's what I should be saying. The Insight says that Chereponi water crisis, polluted water in rainy season, no water in dry season. China demands end to U.S. blockade on Cuba, and there's a bit uphill now, growth later. VIB, finance minister, outlined roadmap to Ghana's fiscal recovery, inclusive economy. Demand for reparations, former UK minister calls for former British colonies to compensate Britain. Chief Ibrahim Mojo appointed CHAAG Vice President, signaling a new era for Ghana's customs brokerage sector. There's a DCOP in Cho calls for daily cleanup culture. And as Ghana West Assembly supports flood victims with relief items and urges residents to change sanitation habits. Daily Post says the government mourns Yana Abubakar Muhammad II, praises his role in Dagbon peace efforts, and there's beyond funding. Ghana Medical Trust Fund reviews Cape Coast Teaching Hospital partnership to deliver better care. Miracles Abuaji arrested over alleged misappropriation, misapplication, diversion, and theft of public funds, amounting to about 55 million cedis granted, 50 million cedis bail by Iyoko. Now, there are other papers that I may have to quickly look at before we get on with the other business of the day. So if you look at the Business and Financial Times this morning, it says that free fertilizer returns as Cocoa Board resets farmer support, debt defaults squeeze businesses, recovery assignment surge. Global mining engineering firm expands footprints through local partner. There's Martin Engineering Africa announces strategic partnership with Agri and Associates. Breakthrough, government takes final step in external debt restructuring with Sadera, a Sadera settlement. If you look at the Metro lens for today, you have Yoko's bill conditions cruel and oppressive. Rule of law is upside down. Atachi has been talking. Ochinhene amongst the demise of Yana Abubakar II, and the GJ applauds government, Zoom Lion, and media for successful cleanup exercise. Yana Abubakar II to be honored with third-day prayers on Thursday. And then you have the Daily Searchlight that says that power is transient. MPP warns following Yoko's trial by public tactics. And there's Miracles granted lunatic bail by Yoko. Lawyers lament conditions as impossible to meet. And there's GJA applauds government, Zoom Lion media for successful cleanup exercise. Local government ministry expresses satisfaction to the cleanup exercise after the floods. France and Spain to do battle today to decide first spot in World Cup final. We'll be talking more about that later on in the morning when my very good friend Ebenezer Muzu, who is with the Ignite Sports Media, joins us to look at the game, which is going to be kickstarting at 7 p.m. That's Ghana time. So that's it. Let me go online and look at MetroTVOnline.com. It says DVLA commissions new office in Salaga to improve vehicle registration and the licensing services. There's Ghana. Okay. National Thanksgiving Initiative translates into 100,000 cedi support for Kolebu's renal units. There's Miracles Abuaji granted 50 million cedis bail. And then there's Harun Idrisu pays tribute to Yana Abubakar Muhammad II, calls for preservation of Dagbon unity. And there's also High Court clears Ghana Shippers Authority to enforce 720 cedis container charge cap. All right, so that's it for the newspapers, the online portal review. Now, what are the quote cards saying? We can do that briefly, can't we? Before we get on with the big conversation for today. So you can see Metro TV, what the quote cards are saying, that's MetroTVOnline.com reported National Thanksgiving Initiative translates into 100,000 cedi support for Kolebu teaching, Kolebu's renal units. That's what I should be saying. All right, so what else we have here? I will say what any group opposed to Zoom Lion private partnership should come forward with equipment and logistics required to handle waste. That's according to Ahmed Ibrahim, Minister of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Well, he's come out of some flack for saying this. What I totally agree with him. What is the alternative? I think that's the basic question he's been trying to ask. What is the alternative? If you bring an alternative to the table, why not? I'm sure the government will consider that. All right, so there's also No debris will be left behind after national cleanup exercise. Jospin Group Chairman assures the Ghanaians. I like the sound of that. All right. Okay, so that's Ghana to extend Carlos Queiroz deal as Black Stars. Black Stars going to AFCON 2020. Oh, well, we're targeting AFCON 2027 glory. That's the whole idea. That's what we're targeting. All right, so that's it for the newspaper, online, and what the quote cards are saying. But I'll tell you what, I have a big guest here. It's an interview that you don't want to miss out, because we all visit hospitals, we go to pharmacies, we go to all kinds of clinics, we go to all kinds of shops related to our health. We've got to be able to find out that where we are patronizing the service has actually been registered and has been licensed by the regulatory authority. It's important. Otherwise, I'm sure that if something happens to you and you go to court, I'm not sure that you'll be able to win that case because you didn't check. You have a responsibility to do that checking. That's why this man is here to tell us more about the Health Facilities Regulatory Agency. You hear about them. I'm sure you heard about them before. HEFRA is their name. They work under the auspices of the Ministry of Health. The man in charge, the man who's been doing all the job, well, not as in it's not him, it's teamwork, but they say on easy lies the head that wears the crown. Leadership is everything. They say leadership is cause, everything else is effect. And that's what I'm saying, the man who's doing everything, not asking is doing everything literally, but he's the head of that agency. That's the point I'm trying to make. All right, so he's called Dr. Winfred Kolete Bar. He is the registrar there. Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Ghana. Thank you. How are you, boss?
I'm doing well. How are you too?
I'm doing very well.
Great.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much for taking time off your very, 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 very crazily busy schedule to join us. We're so grateful.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
It appears that anytime you hear about HEFRA, it means that there's a problem. Somebody's been to some clinic, some hospital, something has happened. Either there's no bed, there's always some bad news, and you hear HEFRA coming into the fray to talk. I mean, is that a fair comment when you hear people say this?
Well, I think it's because we are a regulator.
Right.
Regulators usually are called to question when something goes wrong.
Right.
And so if you go to a hospital and things go wrong, you definitely revert to the regulator.
Who is regulating them?
Exactly.
Yes.
And so that's why it seems coming when they are bad things. But yeah, we do our work very well to make sure that we reduce the kind of bad experiences people have when they go to the health facilities.
Right.
And we are doing our best to work on that.
So you do your best, you're doing your best, then dovetails into, for me, what should be a more fundamental question. Yeah. The more fundamental question would be, what is HEFRA?
All right.
What's your mission? What's your mandate? And what is the law that mandates the type of work that you do?
Sure. Thank you very much. So HEFRA is just the short form for Health Facilities Regulatory Agency.
Okay.
So this is an agency under the Ministry of Health, and our boss is Honorable Kwabena Minta Akando.
The big man.
The big man, very hardworking man, doing very well for the health sector.
Right.
Now, we have been established by an Act of Parliament.
Okay.
That's the Health Institutions and Facilities Act, 2011, Act 829. And this mandates us to license both public and private health facilities for the provision of care that is deemed to be safe and quality to everyone accessing those facilities. Which means that if you walk into a health facility, so we should put in measures and make sure the facility puts in measures to ensure that nobody harms you. So let's say you are just going to give birth. That should not make you paralyzed by the time you are leaving. That should not make you lose your baby unnecessarily.
Right.
We know some of these things can happen. We call them complications, but they must be reduced. We have to make sure that when you walk into a health facility, the one taking care of you is qualified and licensed to take care of you. So you don't have a quack taking care, because that can cause harm to you. That can make you even lose your life. We have to make sure that even the premises is safe for you. When there's fire, at least they should be able to prevent fire. But when there's fire, do they have what it takes to put it off, to evacuate all of you? We look at all those things. So our mandate is to make sure that we put in the necessary measures to make sure that your facilities give you safe and quality care. How do we do that? We do that by making sure that we license. Before you operate as a health facility, you need to be licensed. Now, for you to be licensed, it's a process. The first thing you have to do, and it is an offense to operate a health facility without a license. And when you do that, we will come after you.
Okay.
And we have been doing that. Now, some people will go and start before they come for the license. Now, if you do that, we will come after you.
Okay.
Now, so if you want your facility, if you want to operate a health facility, the first thing you do is to contact us.
Oh.
And we are online, so you just go to our online, www.hefra.gov. And then you can do everything electronically. What you have to do is to upload certain documents.
Okay.
One, your business registration, because the health facility must be seen as a business. So your business registration from the Office of the Registrar of Companies, and then you need to also, we require some documents. The people who will provide the service, the doctors, the nurses, the lab scientists, the pharmacists, all of them, you need to upload their documents. So we will check and be sure that they are qualified and licensed. Then you also need to, there's something we call practitioner in charge. That one person who will be responsible for the facility. We need their details as well. Then you need to also upload your fire certificate.
Okay.
So which means that before you come to us, you would have contacted the fire service. They have to come and do their checks, make sure that your facility is fire safe. You have what it takes to prevent fire. We don't want to come and see loose wires. That can hurt our patients. So, and then make sure you have fire extinguishers, exit when there is a fire. So once they come and check and they are fine, they will give you a certificate. We need that to make sure it's safe. Then you have to give us the EPA. EPA must also come because you are going to throw up waste, you are going to release gases, fumes, and all of that. They have to make sure that it's safe. So they will also come and do the assessment, give you a certificate. Then we will do that. Then you also have to give us your waste disposal plan.
Okay.
You know, in health facilities, not just general waste. We also have medical waste. And we have infectious waste. And so you need to tell us how you are going to dispose of. Because if you don't dispose them of well, you are going to release diseases into the community.
Okay.
And that is why you need competent medical waste management companies to handle it. Either you have your own incinerator, chimneys, or whatever it takes to handle it, or you contract a medical waste management company to handle your medical waste.
What's the plan in terms of handling medical waste?
Yes.
And then you must be satisfied with the plan.
Yes.
Before you sign it off.
Yeah, and you have to bring us. So, for example, if you think company A, B is handling my medical waste, they have to give you a letter to say that we are handling their medical waste. Because you are going to deal with human parts and all of that. And they must, and infectious waste.
Okay.
If you just throw them off anyway, you'll be throwing diseases out there. So we need all of those things. And your bank account, we have to make sure you have enough money to take care of your staff and even run the facility.
Really?
So we go through a very rigorous process. So before you see that this facility is registered by HEFRA or licensed by HEFRA, it means that we've gone through all of this. And it's quite rigorous. All to protect the public from harm and to make sure that they receive quality care. So these are the things we go through before we give you a license.
It's interesting. But before we even talk about it, I want to find out whether licensing and registering are the same. Technically, I'll ask you that.
Sure.
But before I do that, do you get the sense that there's a fundamental lack of understanding of what actually constitute health facilities? When we say health facilities, what are we talking about? Are we just talking about just hospitals and clinics and pharmacies? Does it end there? So if I don't fall under this category, I am free to just operate without going to get licensed and be registered by HEFRA?
Thank you very much. That's a very good question. So a health facility, by our definition, is any space or facility that provides health or health-related services.
Whether orthodox or unorthodox.
Okay. So excluding the herbal. So the herbal facilities are under the Traditional Medicine Practice Council. So
Right.
they also have a council.
Right. That's
So
under the
aside-
former Ghana Medical Association. What's the name? Forgetting his name. He used to be with the former Ghana Medical Association General Secretary. Sorry, President. The name has escaped me. But he runs that council. But anyway, let's focus on yours. Yes.
So that is except the herbal facility.
Okay.
Everything. So let me mention them. We have the hospitals, of course. When we say hospital, we have different levels, but just take it like that. Hospitals, clinics, polyclinics, the health centers, CHIPS compound. Then we also have these physiotherapy centers.
Okay.
So physio.
Yes.
You have the orthotics, those who fix the limbs.
Okay.
We have aesthetics facilities, and that's what people don't know.
Aesthetics facilities.
Yes. So medical spas, they are also under us.
Really?
Because yes.
So where people go to do massage?
So massage is spa. It's not medical spa.
Okay.
So massage is under the alternative medicine.
Alternative medicine.
But where they do all the fillers,
Okay.
where they do all the IV, the Botox, the reconstructive surgeries.
Really?
Yes.
It all comes under HEFRA?
They are all under HEFRA.
That's interesting.
Yes. So.
But they're
once
springing
you are
up
doing
very
just-
fast.
Yeah, they are springing up very
It's
fast.
all over the place.
And I can tell you, we have also risen up to the occasion to regulate them.
Okay.
We've had meetings with them, and we've started.
Well, you mean
licensing
some
them.
of them?
Yes.
Because we'll get to the point where I'd want to know how you are finding out and discovering some of these ones
Sure,
who are not registered under you. So we'll get there. But for now, walk us through the list.
Yes.
So you're saying hospital,
So-
clinics, CHIPS compounds,
All of this.
spa, but
Then we have the labs. So the
Okay.
labs, the diagnostic centers.
Okay.
Then you even have the home care. So there are people who decide to go to people's homes to provide medical services.
Interesting.
We regulate that. Or those who provide residential homes. You know, when you go to the UK and US, they have a lot of those, the
Yes.
hospital centers.
Yes.
It's also coming up in Ghana.
Yes.
And we are regulating those ones as well.
Okay.
Then you have the dental services.
Okay.
You know, there are so many of the other ones. That anything that will cause you to do anything medical on a human being,
Okay.
we take care
So
of that.
for you, it all will fall under health facilities
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
Right. Now, let's go back to and the reason why I asked this question, because I realized and I noticed that some businessmen who are operating some health-related facilities don't even actually know they're supposed to come to you to register.
Yes.
And so there were cases where you actually went lock in people's shops and they say, I didn't know that I was supposed to be, I was supposed to be registered by you. And then you said, okay, ignorance is not an excuse.
Yeah.
And so we'll still lock your shop, come and register, and then we'll open it.
Exactly.
So that's why this question is extremely important. But do you then accept that perhaps the public education may have to intensify a bit? Because there's lots of businesses who are doing health-related, services, but don't honestly know. Sometimes genuinely don't know that they have to come and register.
Well,
do you
thank
disagree with me?
Yeah, I think, like you said, ignorance of the law is not an excuse
Right.
anyway. But that's the part of the reason why we are here today,
Right.
to let the public know. But I find it in an environment, in a country, you know that every service is regulated.
Yes.
Your media service
I
is
agree.
regulated.
I agree.
And so when you are going to start a business, and that's why people have to take consultants, you need to ask questions. What are the legal and regulatory issues I need to deal with? So if you don't do that, I think it's a bit on the low side for you to say, I didn't know.
Okay.
You can't be in the country, you want to provide health service, and you said, I didn't know I have to be registered. It's not...
It's inexcusable.
Yes.
It is inexcusable. All right. Now, I'm looking at the processes that one has to go through to register with you. Don't you find it a little cumbersome?
Yes, in fact.
Because the thing about this country is that once they find a process a bit cumbersome, they'll find a way of beating the system.
It is not cumbersome, but I will tell you, even if it's cumbersome, it should be worth it. For example, would you jump onto an airplane if they've told you that this airline is not licensed?
Yes.
It's not registered. It's not, the aviation hasn't certified. Will you jump on it? No matter how much you pay, I don't think you want to jump on it. Because you are not sure if it will carry you to where you are going to.
Right.
But look at what we are doing about your life. It's about your life. If you go and get the wrong injection, you can die on the spot.
Right.
You can be maimed forever. And so I think it is important that the process be rigorous.
Okay.
But we've made it very seamless. It's like I said, most of this I'm talking, you can just upload your documents online on our website. Then we will schedule an inspection. Come and look at your facility. If we are happy, we'll give you the license. It's not that cumbersome.
Okay.
But it is important that it's rigorous because we are dealing with human lives.
That's true. If I'm licensed, does it mean I'm registered? Or if I'm
very
registered,
good. So I think you've
licensed?
asked that one. So registration is different from license.
Why?
You can be registered and not licensed. So registration is you saying, okay, I want to set up a health facility.
Okay.
And then we say, okay, bring your documents. At that level, once you are in our system, you are registered.
Oh.
To get a license, we must first be happy that your documents, we are satisfied with your documents. Then we come to your place to do an inspection. We have to look at the building. We have to look at everybody's certificate. We have to look at your equipment. Your oxygen. Do you have oxygen? Do you have an incinerator? Your theater. Do you have all the machines, the anesthesia machines, everything you need? We have to come and see. Once we are happy, we bring a report. We have an external, a body comprising external consultants.
Okay.
We don't take the decision alone. We have key experienced people. We call the license review committee.
Right.
They will all come and look at. So it means I cannot even sit at HEFRA and say I'm giving you a license. We have other people who come around. Then they look at it. If they are satisfied, then we give you a license. Then that is when we say you are licensed. So registration is just getting in contact and registering with us that you want to provide this service. Then we take it further for you to get a license. We can even come for the inspection and say, no, you've not satisfied us, so we deny you license.
I'm just wondering whether pharmaceutical production companies must also be licensed by HEFRA.
No, so once it's production and it's not service provision, it's not. So that one is under FDA and the Pharmacy
Council. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, my penultimate question, because we have to get into the next segment of the show. You are only monitoring and regulating health-related facilities that are under your care, the ones you know, because they have registered with you and you have licensed them. And then, as you said, from time to time, you go around monitoring them. How about those out there that are not under your care? You don't know, but they are operating. How are you identifying them? How are you discovering them?
So we do monitoring. The monitoring we do is not just to those we know.
Okay.
We also go out looking for those we don't know. And please, let me let you know, if you are operating a health facility and you are not licensed by HEFRA, we are coming after you. And this time when we find you, we will close you down, give you a fine, make sure you do the right thing before we open you. And please, don't go and start the facility before you come for a license. We will not tolerate that one.
Okay.
So we go out, we are looking for them. Sometimes we just go to places, we use Google. Say, maybe labs near me or hospitals near me. And it leads us there.
Really?
Yes.
So, but you also have instances where people blow the whistle?
Yes.
They call you?
We also do that. Recently, we had some foreigners who were doing these aesthetic services without. And somebody wrote, so that's the public. You can write an anonymous letter to us. Just go to info@hefra.gov.gh.
Okay.
Just send us an anonymous mail. That I've seen this facility. I don't think, even if you are not sure, just as we are not sure, we will go and cross-check.
Okay.
So we have that, and we want to close them down. And we are giving them a fine, and we can even process you for court.
Yes.
Yes, we do that.
I see.
Yes, so please, public, talk to us. We will send, you can just go on our website, their contacts are there, or you can send us an email, info@hefra.gov.gh.
Why must I care about whether a business I'm getting services from is licensed or registered by a regulatory body like HEFRA?
Thank you very much. This is a very good one. It is very important for your own safety. Like I said, if you go on the airline, you are not sure whether it's ready. I will not jump on it. But you see, it is good for you because then once it's licensed, then you are sure that the people who are going to provide the service for me are licensed, and at least they have what it takes to provide the kind of service. So the law actually mandates all health facilities to display their HEFRA license at a place where patients will see.
So must you demand to see?
Yes.
Before?
It is your right to demand to see whether the facility is licensed. And if you go and they refuse you, please send us a message. We will sanction them.
Okay. What, do you have a WhatsApp line?
Yes, we do. And so...
don't worry, they'll send you the WhatsApp line.
Yes,
shortly.
and then we'll send it.
All right.
It is your right to demand to know whether they are licensed. If they refuse you, please get back to HEFRA. We have offices in the regions as well.
Now, finally, the monitoring that you do, there's sometimes the unannounced visits and things you do to some both licensed, registered businesses under your jurisdiction and those who are not registered and licensed yet by you. Is this some kind of a flash in the pan, a 9-day wonder, or you do this very fairly regularly?
Yeah, we do it quite regularly, but you can see that the country is big and our staff strength is a bit low and some logistics challenges. So that's why we are not going to go. But as I talk to you now, my team is in the northern region. And
you have regional offices?
Yes, we have regional offices.
Oh, that's interesting.
So they are doing compliance and monitoring in the northern region, northeast and Savannah. And it's bringing, in fact, yesterday I got calls, hey, my facility has been locked from Big Man. My facility has been locked down. This, you know.
And I'm sure some of them are your very good friends.
Yeah,
some
very
good
good
family
friends.
relatives, you know, schoolmates.
And then you have big men calling you that, oh, this person says things so. But
you tell them the law is the law.
To them, when we explain, they understand. Because when it comes to health, it is about life and death. This is not about money. You can lose money, and when you lose you will be able to get something back.
Right.
And when you lose your life, that is it. So we want all of you to support us to do the right thing. HEFRA is up to the task, and we are asking for your support. Please talk to us, report to us. We are, for all those who have sent us reports, we act on it within 24 hours.
Typically, when when I say you catch somebody, or that's as we say it in our local parlance, when you grab somebody for flouting the law, what do you do to them?
Yes, so the law prescribes various levels of sanctions. Depending on what the offense is, there are some we will give you a caution letter and ask you to do some remedies depending on what it is. Then there are some we give them what we call administrative fines. There are some, for example, if you are a quack, we don't give you a fine. We process you straight to court.
Right.
Yes. And you can be jailed, you can be fined or jailed.
Okay. That's what you do to them?
Yes.
Because I've noticed that in most of the cases that that come to you, you are more interested in getting the business owners to pay a fine rather than processing them for court.
Yes, so that's what I said. There are different levels and it depends on the offense.
Okay.
It depends on the offense. Like I said, some of them, we don't even give you a fine. We process you straight for court. Okay. Because we don't have so the law prescribes what we should do to each category of offenders.
Does mortuary fall under your
jurisdiction? So over the few years, they have been carved out. So now we have the Mortuaries and Funeral Facilities Agency. So we have now a new agency for mortuaries.
Funerals and mortuaries.
So mortuaries and funeral facilities
agency.
So they don't just do only the mortuaries, even how the dead is buried, how they are carried. So recently you saw there was a news of somebody putting the dead on the motor.
Yes.
They had to go there and sanction them.
Wow.
Because you see, when you don't handle that well, it can also you don't know what killed the person.
Yes.
It can also cause public health issues.
Wow.
Yeah, so Ghana is doing well when it comes to health regulation.
The reason why I asked is because there's a woman called Mama Adelaide who sent us a message, and I wanted to see whether you could give her a befitting answer, a befitting explanation, education.
Sure.
But now that you're telling me that...
No, you can. I may be able to
Okay,
help.
let's see. Let's tap into expertise.
Yeah.
Let's tap into expertise. I received a distress call yesterday regarding the unfortunate passing of 2 females during the flood in Accra. They were washed away from home in the Achimota Mile 7 area, to be specific. The family are unable to reclaim their remains from the police hospital mortuary because they do not have 2,000 Ghana cedis per person. Can Can the CEO of HEFRA assist them since mortuary falls under his agency, or refer them to an appropriate quarters for assistance?
All right. So I would suggest that you contact the Mortuaries and Funeral Facilities Agency.
Okay.
They are located at the old Ministry of Health building.
Okay.
At the ministries, near the controller.
Okay.
So once you get to them, they will help you.
They will help you. All right. The thing is, they can't afford it. So I don't know how going there.
I'm sure they will. But probably, see, this is an unnatural death.
Yes.
So they may have to do some coroners. Maybe probably that's why.
A coroner's report.
Although flood washed them, they still have to do. There are legal things to it. So probably that's why they.
You think that once they satisfy those legal requirements, perhaps.
But I think that this one, probably the state should be able to take it because we have all the.
Yes, under the 350 million.
Yes, so that should be. I don't think it should be a big problem.
Okay, all right. So I'm sure that when the family goes to the, he said it's an old health
Ministry of Health building. Yeah.
A building. Once they go there and they make a case, I'm sure that they'll fall under those who have been assisted as a result of the flood.
They will assist them.
That's a good one. Yes. All right. So Dr. Winfred Kolete-Ba is the registrar at the Health Facilities Regulatory Agency. He was just passing through this morning, and because we had some questions for him relating to the health facilities that you and I visit, we ought to be sure that they are licensed and registered, so that if we don't do that and something happens to you when you go to court, they will throw your case away. Doc, am I right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
so very much for joining us this morning. It's been wonderful talking to you.
Sure.
And have yourself a wonderful day. My name is Aldo Moro. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana. My guests are here. We'll kickstart with the newspaper discussion shortly.
And there they are. The squad is ready. Lined up, ice cold, focused and prepared for national duty. Every bottle in position, every label shining with confidence. And here comes the selection. One bottle steps forward, picked from the squad, ready to deliver for Ghana. He takes the first sip. Oh yes, refreshingly hydrating. The whistle goes. The Black Stars are on the move. He breaks through the defense like flowing water. Beautiful control. He lines it up. He strikes. Goal! Ghana is awake. From the fridge to the field, Awake keeps you refreshed. Awake purified drinking water. One for life. Proudly supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600 360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Finding my dream apartment in just 2 days was a breeze with 7terragh.com. Looking for your next home, the perfect piece of land, or the best commercial property for your business? Are you worried about sending money home for property and finding nothing when you return? Well, worry no more. 7terragh.com is just a platform to find prime lands, perfect properties, or vibrant real estate development at the click of a button. 7terragh.com is your go-to property listing platform that allows you to register, list, rent, buy or sell call and connect with correct agents. With our AI-powered smart search, personalized dashboards, verified agent connection, and interactive property maps, all your property needs have been made easier. Check us out on 7terragh.com or contact us on 0302-998-246 or 0561-032-252. 7terragh.com, powered by MNC Properties.
Mommy, good morning.
Good morning, my son. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom. How about you?
I'm fine.
Joe, I just saw your mom doing her usual morning routine. Like, it was just 2 weeks she underwent a major colon surgery.
Bro, see, my mom is doing perfectly fine, and we're all excited about it. It was minimally invasive surgery, and the recovery has been very fast.
Minimally? Hey! No, wait. What do you mean by that?
So they offered my mom a laparoscopic colon surgery. Laparoscopic colon surgery, which we accepted. It turned out it was equally safe with a very fast recovery time, and the cost involved too was very, very reasonable. She was discharged 3 days after the surgery, and you can see her, she's on her feet again.
3 days?
Just 3 days, bro.
Mean Tuber Hospital, first Ghana colorectal center, aimed to serve a peculiar health need.
Looking for comfort, convenience, and class all in one place? Welcome to Stay Easy Apartments on Conference Center, where modern living meets exceptional service. Whether you're staying for business or leisure, Stay Easy offers you a home away from home. Spacious and well-furnished apartments, pool, gym, and everything you need to relax and feel at ease. Planning a meeting, workshop, or special event? Our event ground and state-of-the-art conference center is designed to host your events and bring your vision to life. From corporate gatherings to private functions, we provide the perfect space, supported by modern equipment and a professional team ready to assist you. At Stay Easy, your comfort and success are our priority. Book your stay or reserve your space today. Call us on 020-739-1473 or 0244-226367. Stay Easy Apartments and Conference Center. Stay easy with us.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to a mammy man for Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is several by a man swing, Nesansu Mama Hoto so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Today's class is going to be an exciting one. Now, who can share an unforgettable moment in their life? Okay, Asempa.
I'd like to talk about my first time. It was her natural look, complemented by her favorite green silky apparel that caught my attention. I have to say, she automatically possessed me with her smile, which exposed her beautiful white teeth. That's not all, her enduring signature perfume could be smelled from afar. Madam, why do you look so surprised? My first time with her was special and irresistible. I'm talking about Cindy Rice. Cindy Rice can be found in selected supermarkets nationwide.
Cindy Rice, sweet aroma, great taste. This advert is FDA approved.
From the rich soils of Ghana, our farmers grow the finest ingredients. We clean, hand select, and carefully craft into bold, unforgettable flavors. And when you open our little bag of big taste, it's pure, bold, unforgettable flavor bursting in every bite. Enjoy the goodness, made with big care. This advert is FDA approved.
My new girl is coming over today, and I have to give her a treat of her life.
Hi. Hey.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Fine.
I got you a paint. This is Easy Waterproof Paint, the best ever solution for all sort of leakages. I got it for you.
Thank you.
Easy Waterproof Paint can be used on any surface, being it cement, blocks, roofing sheets, swimming pools, and more. It can also be used as primer before you apply any paint to help provide extra protection.
Easy Waterproof Paint. No more leakages.
This July, Ghana will host global downstream energy leaders, innovators, and experts at the Ghana International Petroleum Conference, GIPCON 2026, to collaborate, exchange insights, and develop strategies and groundbreaking innovations through strategic dialogues. The event, held under the auspices of the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, Honorable Dr. John Abdullahi Junapo, is on the theme Building a Resilient Downstream, Policy, Innovation, and Investment for Growth. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, is our distinguished guest of honor. Speakers for the event are Mr. Godwin Kujo Tamaklo Esquire, Chief Executive of NPA, Dr. Patrick Ofori, Chief Executive of Seaboard, Dr. Riverson Opon, Chief Executive of Comac, alongside other key captains of industry. Join us from the 16th to the 17th of July 2026 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day at the Palms Convention Center, La Palm Royal Beach, Accra. We can't wait to...
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television, so it's time for the newspaper review segment. And, well, it's not, please, let's take the 101 with the Hefra CEO out. We've just had that a while ago. Thank you very much. Anyway, so joining us to look at what the newspapers are talking about this morning is Mohammed Adama Sakparu. He is thankfully one of my slaves who's joining me because I'm Gonja, he's Sisala. And so he's joined me this morning for us to have a very interesting conversation on some of the big issues that are making the round. So he's a Deputy Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, and also MP for Sisala West. Mohammed, good morning.
Good morning, Moro.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to have a slave around me.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Yes,
and
yes,
thank you for
have
the good job you're doing for Mother Ghana.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys are doing a great job.
A yeoman's job. Thank you. Thank you
bring
very
out
much.
the issues.
Yes.
And, to push people to, throw more light on issues that are happening in Ghana and across the world. And I think generally media, I've always maintained that media is an integral part of every country's development.
Right.
So Metro TV, you are doing good for Ghana, and we appreciate you. We appreciate your contribution towards the development of this country and the world at large.
All right. Whilst we were talking, one of our technical guys just whispered to me, said he's apparently one of the you're one of the appointees of President Mahama, that he's been so far impressed with your work. And so maybe after the show, he would have to meet you and say hello.
Oh, he says?
He said I should tell you that you're one of the appointees of President Mahama, that he's been so far impressed with your output, with your work, and your human relations. He's been monitoring you from afar.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're trying to do our best.
He's called Fortune.
Fortune. Okay.
Fortune, what's your full name? Let me give your full name to him, so that.
Fortune, thank you very much. I'm most grateful. This is a vote of confidence.
Yes.
As leaders, when you are given opportunity to work or to represent people, you just must first of all have it at the back of your mind, that you are not the best, and you are not the only person.
That's
there
true.
are millions of people who are overqualified. But
that's true.
Just the president decided to put you there, and so you must serve the people with with some kind of respect and humility that the people deserve. Because any other person could be in your position. Yeah. So when you are given opportunity, you shouldn't see it as a platform to call for people to worship you. And so some of us, especially also considering the kind of background we're coming from, we are told that at any point in time in life, you must remember that it is human beings that you are with, and so you must respect everyone around you. I thank her for recognizing this. I'm most grateful to her. You said Fortune, right?
Yeah,
I'll surely look for Fortune.
Yes, he's called Fortune. I've asked him for his full name. He says he begs me I should just maintain the Fortune for now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but I'm sure after the show you'd meet him.
Sure, I'll meet
him. You meet him. Anyway, so this is actually your first time on the show, isn't it? You haven't been on Good Morning Ghana before, have you?
Probably recent years, I think.
In recent years, Okay.
And
how is the communications ministry? What are some of the things that you probably think that the public should know? But before then, I've heard a lot of people talk about deputy ministers, and the fact that, look, it's important for people to appreciate that a deputy minister is a deputy minister. You have a lot of limitations as deputy ministers. I'm not talking about you. Generally as deputy, whether deputy CEO, deputy ministers. And then sometimes you have situations where your constituents have very high expectations of what they believe you can do for them.
Yeah.
Because for them, whether you're a deputy minister or minister, you're a
minister.
Yes. But is it a reality, or is it just a perception that as a deputy minister you have all kinds of limitations, and so perhaps friends, family, constituents must begin to understand that, look, there's only so much you can do to help? Because I'm sure as a politician, as a MP, you get all these calls for school fees, health-related expenditure, people want to marry, they will call you, and so on and so forth. I'm sure you've heard that talk, that a deputy minister role is not something that is as extraordinary as some people think. Just because you're deputy minister is such a big deal. What do you have to say about this?
Thank you very much. First of all, let me correct something. When I say let me correct something, when you were introducing me, you said Deputy Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation.
Right.
I always want to be introduced, first of all, as the Member of Parliament.
Okay.
For the people that elected me to represent them at the Ghana's Parliament.
Very important.
I am sure if I'm able to, live according to the laws of this country, and by the grace of Allah, if I have good health and long life, for my 4 years is guaranteed. But for appointee or government appointee or president appointee or whoever the appointee is, he can just on any day can also disappoint. Once he appointed, but for the deputy, for the MP, I always want to be introduced as the Member of Parliament for the people of Sosala West first, before the ministerial position comes. So of course, yes, the deputy defines it. So if you say deputy, it's just like an assistant. It's just like somebody being a deputy MD of an organization, deputy CEO of an organization, assistant prefect, assistant the vice president of SRC, you cannot have the same, authority or powers of the president. And so when you are serving as a deputy minister, it's the same as any other person assisting someone somewhere. And per our constitution, I think deputy ministerial role is not stated in the constitution that when you are appointed a deputy minister, you are supposed to be in charge of ABCD. It is, you are to assist the minister. So in my role, I am assisting the minister. Sometimes you provide advice as to when the problem minister, I think that this time when we do it this way, we probably will get a good result. So you can always suggest to the minister, but your suggestion cannot be final decision because the person leading the sector is the minister and you are assistant. And so the minister can assign other responsibilities to you, for instance, for you to be in charge of maybe issues of administration, maybe other agencies under the ministry can say that, okay, ABCD, this number of agencies, and the issues relating to these agencies, he can say that those heads of agencies should be reporting directly to you, and you can also be reporting to the minister. You must also be updating the minister periodically or weekly, monthly about issues happening in those agencies. And if there are issues that probably that are also beyond you, you need to consult the minister because he goes to cabinet, he sits in cabinet, and he sees cabinet's decision, and he has the opportunity to know government policy direction when it comes to certain issues. And so you have to work in hand with them. So with the issues about, constitution, of course, for them, they wouldn't understand that once you are a minister, you can't go around giving them excuses to them that I'm the deputy minister or deputy CEO. Of course, maybe if you want something, because once you are not in charge, you have to relay it to your boss and maybe to let him know there's this issue you want to solve, and he will be very glad if he can assist. And maybe he can permit you to say, okay, you can do ABC there. But you cannot get up and go and say, I am the deputy minister. Probably I can only visit my sister and introduce myself as a deputy minister to her. Maybe she will give me the opportunity to meet her because I'm a deputy minister. She may want to honor me that, okay, let me see, there's a deputy minister waiting for me. Let me see the deputy minister. And perhaps sometimes in your lobbying, once you have the position of a deputy minister, certain, consideration are being given that when you try to, talk to other government appointees in terms of trying to lobby for development to your constituency and what have you. Yes, of course, you have upper hand, but generally, you are only more or less like an assistant prefect to the senior prefect. So you have to assist the minister.
So you basically serve at the pleasure of the minister.
Yes, basically, all deputy ministers basically serve as the pleasure of the minister.
Okay.
If the minister thinks that he can handle everything, there's no anywhere in our constitution that says that share the responsibility with
the minister.
Your deputy. You are there, and president, when you are appointed there, you are informed to go and assist the person. So you are there to assist, and so of course, the framers of our constitution knows that one person cannot do it all. That is why they provide for the position of a deputy minister.
Right. How important do you think, that's my final question to you before we get on with the business of the day, the main business of the day, how important do you think that it is for a minister and a deputy to be on the same page, to be on the same wavelength, to have that connection, to have that, partnership, so that you are able to work in a more harmonious, fashion, in a more harmonious way? Because, and I'm asking this question because we hear all kinds of things.
Well, not only a minister and a deputy. Like for me, I see several worker. You must first of all consider your minister as a working colleague,
right?
One, and also respect him as a person in charge of the ministry, two. And when you understand these things, you should be able to work with a person. You don't necessarily have to be people that jail, in terms of friendship and stuff like that. It's about understanding who you are and the role you are there to provide, and that is it. So you understand that you are the deputy minister. You must accord the minister the respect, because president knows why the person is your boss. So yours is to assist and then provide that kind of assistance that you so. So when you, like I said earlier, you suggest something, the minister thinks it's no, it's supposed to be something different. You just have to respect the minister's decision. At the end of the day, like I said, he is going to cabinet to defend whatever decision that he's taking. And so yours is to assist. And you don't have to necessarily be friends or to have a good relationship with your minister to work with your minister. What you have to know is to understand your role as a deputy minister. And that is it. When you understand that I am the deputy minister, mine is to assist, the minister is in charge of the ministry. That is it. Even if you are the worst of enemies, you are there, minister assigns you to do ABC. Yours is to do what the minister asks you to do. If there is something you think that you can provide, advice, and you do what is expected of you. That minister, I think ABC, when we do ABCD, it will help Mother Ghana. If he thinks it's the best idea, he takes. If he doesn't, and he says, no, I want us to do it this way, yours is to just cooperate. You can't get up to say that, no, why you not taking mine? And so for me, anywhere, if I don't pray to have enemies, but in an unlikely event that somebody doesn't like me and I'm sent to work with that person, for me, I should be able to work with the person.
Okay. All right. That's Mohammed Adam Sakparu. I hope I got the pronunciation.
Yes, Suparu.
Suparu.
Yes.
Yes. What does it mean?
Oh, Suparu is, it doesn't necessarily, our names, this is a pure Sisala name. Sisala name, okay. And most of the names do not have meanings.
Okay.
Those days, the olden days, many of our names are being named after certain gods.
Okay.
Before the arrival of Islam, let me put it that way. Before a child is named, the heads of the family, including other elders, would have to meet to consult the gods. Those days, they'll bring a soothsayer to come.
And you go strictly according to what the gods are saying.
Exactly. So the gods will say, let's name the person after my sister. I could say Mienu. So you have to give the name to the person. So it doesn't matter. If they say, let's name this child after this particular god,
that's it.
You have to be named after that god. Okay. So this is my grandfather's name. Given to me. Suparu is my grandfather's name. And he was one of the warriors when you remember the Baba too?
Yes.
War.
Yes.
You remember the Baba too?
I do.
So my grandfather was part of the people who fought the invaders.
You're coming from a family with such rich history.
Yes.
All right. So you mentioned her name. Indeed, she's here. And I'm talking about Akosia Amini. Akosia Amini, she's affectionately called Cozy.
Cozy, she's my best friend.
Yes. She and I, we go way back. We were Legon together.
Oh, I see.
Once in a while, she fights me.
It's always been a politician.
But it's okay. It's a brother-sister fight. Small fight.
Yeah.
Cozy. Good morning, sis. How are you? Long time. You haven't been here in a while. You've been busy. Yeah. Yes. I mean, we just wanted to try something differently this morning, but it's not a permanent decision. We're just trying something this morning, and we'll figure something out later, But congratulations to you. I'm not a spokesperson for the MPP Sector Committee on Gender and Social Protection. Congrats. Have you been meeting? Oh, sorry, your microphone is off apparently. Yes.
Yes, we've had our inaugural meeting. And we've started work.
Okay. So clarify something. What is this? What are these committees supposed to do?
Oh, basically, so for a big political party like the NPP, and especially where perennially we have to present our ideas on how we want Ghana to go, it's important that we look at the various sectors and do a deep dive on what the issues are and what matters to the people. And sometimes you would think that, what you feel should be in your back room is not necessarily what is happening on the ground. So this is going to be an engagement quite granular as well, because there'll be a lot of interactions with various stakeholders. So the various sectors are all, covered. And I believe that it speaks to the heart of what our party truly represents: development and freedom, and
right.
ensuring that we would find tailored solutions to the problems that plague our people.
So are these committees going to play a very big role in, for instance, crafting the party's campaign message?
Yes, it would be key in the campaign message and the manifesto ultimately. Right. So it's the work that is being done.
Okay.
So it's critical to it.
All right. So let's get on with the main business for the day. So once again, congratulations to you. I'm not surprised at all because I know what you're made of. I know your capacity and your competences. So yesterday, some of your colleagues were very busy, understandably so, because one of you appears to be under siege, and so you have to go to his rescue. Miracles is also a very good friend of mine. Miracles Abuaje Dennis, and he's in the custody of Yoko, I believe, as we speak. I saw some videos where I saw you there, as usual, supporting the cause and solidarizing with them. So let me read how the Ghanaian Times has actually reported this morning. Malik Suleimana says that the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Yoko, on Monday confirmed that Dennis Edwin Miracles Abuaje, the former executive secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, was arrested in connection with alleged stealing and a misappropriation of 55 million cedis of public funds. Now, a statement issued on Monday and copied to the Ghanaian Times said that the suspect was arrested following investigations into findings of a forensic audit at IMCCOD spanning August 1, 2022 to February 2, 2025. Mr. Abuaje, who is the former communications director for the campaign team of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, New Patriotic Party flag bearer for the 2024 general elections, was, of course, and also for the 2028 elections. Ghanaian Times should have added that. Anyway, was arrested at the Accra International Airport on Saturday night by officers of the Ghana Immigration Service and handed over to Yoko on Sunday morning. According to a statement, Mr. Gerard Appiah, an accountant of IMCCOD, Abuaje's alleged co-conspirator, was already refunding the alleged stolen money. He said both suspects would be granted bail in accordance with Constitution 1992. Together, the two are being investigated for conspiracy to steal and stealing, using public office for profit, causing financial loss to the state, dissipation of public funds, defrauding by false pretenses, money laundering, and other suspected offenses. Yoko states that Mr. Dennis Abuaje is already aware of the investigation, has visited the office on it. He said Yoko initiated an operational plan to effect his arrest this week as part of the process. It further stated that Mr. Abuaje was placed on the stop order a week ago to prevent any sudden travel that could impede the investigation this week. Unknown to the office, Yoko stressed that the suspect had already departed the country. He said upon his arrival at the Accra International Airport on Saturday night, officers of the Ghana Immigration Service executed a stop order and handed the suspect over to Yoko on Sunday morning. Yoko noted that the suspect subsequently accompanied investigations on a search on Sunday, which is expected to continue yesterday, Monday, July 13. Likewise, Yoko indicates that Mr. Gerard Appiah was expected to complete his bail conditions on Monday, July 13, and will be released while investigations continue. Yoko further states that it remained committed to conducting its investigations professionally, impartially, and strictly within the law. The office was continue to respect the constitutional rights of all persons under investigations while pursuing its mandate to investigate economic and organized crime and recover public assets. So yesterday when the news broke, I was on set yesterday and I was criticizing Yoko with the way they had gone about this, because in my view, I thought that they could have been a bit more professional. The fact that he was arrested, he wasn't told why he was arrested, he was denied his lawyers, at least per what his lawyers had told us. And I thought we should have made progress when it comes to that. But so I think an hour or two later, a statement was issued by Yoko explaining why he had been arrested. Because I said that a certain void or communications gap had been created as a result of the silence on their part. And so you cannot blame persons who went on air to say, these are my reasons why we believe he has been arrested, including the fact that as soon as he had declared his intention to contest the Director of Communications position, as his critics of this government have said, there was a deliberate plan and a ploy to basically harass and intimidate him and to discourage him from becoming what he wants to become, because he's been a thorn in the flesh of the government. And I said, well, but can you blame the NPP for saying this? Because you're not telling us anything. Mm-hmm. You were there yesterday, Akosua. Tell us, first of all, when did you hear the news Who did you speak to? Why did you decide to go to Yoko? What did you find out went to Yoko? Charlie, what's the story?
It's a tall list. So
Okay.
good morning to you and to the Deputy Minister. Good to see you here.
Right.
So, Moro, I heard the news. I read it online, actually. I saw a post on Facebook that said miracles had been, picked up. And, it was like, what's going on? So the usual trying to call, sending messages, asking if it's true. So it was about a half-hour uncertainty. And then I recall a conversation on Friday with somebody who had been trying to reach him, who had asked me, like, I haven't gotten in touch with him, and the feedback was, he skipped town for a few days. It's like, okay. So the whole arrest was like, in my mind, I didn't think he was even in town. Then I found out that he actually came. He wasn't running. He came to town. He was detained by immigration and subsequently picked up by Yoko. Now, like you rightfully said, no information, access to lawyers, problem. And even for my experience yesterday going there, hours of not knowing what's happening, then you're told there'll be an interrogation. His lawyers have to be present, of course. Bail hasn't been set. You find out also that he had actually been invited. So when he laid down his tools as an appointee on February of 2025, the person he handed over to, I believe his name is Dr. Gameli Hedrafia, who heads the Interministerial Coordinating Committee in Decentralization. That's the portfolio Dennis had. Thought it's right to conduct an audit. And when the audit was conducted, questions or there were red flags, which he reached out to Dennis to respond to. Dennis, within a week, responded to those questions. Now, there was nowhere where Dennis, dragged his feet or was uncooperative. In fact, from February of handing over, that letter to Dennis asking him to respond to the issues was in November, which is literally almost, 8 months after he had, Dr. Hedrofia had assumed his position. You ask him to respond to issues. He responds to the issues. Then there's an invitation in Yoko in 2026. Of course, he complies. He's not hiding. He's one of our most prolific, effective communicators.
Yeah.
Dennis doesn't hold back. The facts are the facts. He doesn't go personal. He sticks to the issues. Now, during the investigation, for anybody, if you've done anything wrong, the investigation would even give you a hint of what you believe they are going through. At which point, you probably have to lawyer up and say, maybe there was something there that I didn't take care of. Nothing. He cooperated fully. Then this happens. So it comes to what is the real intent of taking him through this process? What is the real intent in creating this fear and panic? And what is the real intent when routinely it is beginning to look like it doesn't matter if there is a hierarchy of needs, from the lowest of the foot soldiers within the opposition party to the highest members, everybody is facing some challenge. We have conversations on TikTokers who even re-echo sentiments of critics of government, and they are rather picked up and not the critics of government. We've had people being detained unduly, within the time limit of Dennis's arrest of 48 hours. Ideally, yesterday, they should have just processed him to court. That should have happened. So it begs the question, what style of governance really is this, where the basic fundamental rights of people are being trampled on? When you say it, sometimes on groups and on social media banter, you'd see them say, oh, you guys did saying this person was arrested. But Moro, if you look at the pain and suffering that characterizes the history of our party, of the people that for years and decades were vilified and traumatized, where people lost their lives, but we didn't give up. If we were to met that same treatment to the NDC, given what even transpired in the PNDC era, if you are telling us, oh, you jailed our people, you murdered people, it's history. In fact, it's history that has been conveniently taken out of school, so kids and even young people don't even know the history of this country. So where are we going? Is this how this country has to go? More, it'll get to a time that even a casual joke on TV would result in you being picked up just because it critiques government. And at the heart of it, I say, when I see the people being grabbed, when I see what even Dennis is going through, it signals a panic even in the NDC. Because you see, it's going to get to a time where the party and government are going to take critical decisions on the future of their party, where people will have to toe a certain line as to who they are going to support post John Mahama. And then these same security agencies will be unleashed on their own people. It's just a matter of time. Now, the precedent you set is continuing a cycle of vindictiveness. You promised a reset. Captured in your manifesto is even you touting tenets that we in the MPP champion. At least in the history of the party, you know that fundamentally we've always advocated constitutionalism, we've always advocated rule of law, we've always advocated basic human rights. People are being detained unduly. It's serving as a punitive measure, as if to say when you go to court, the court will not give you the outcomes you want, so let's let them suffer using detention unduly. Let's let them suffer using means that will cause pain and undue trauma on them. Look, there are people who basically go into a health crisis when their family members are picked up.
Yeah.
To make it a conversation of you did same. Mo, there's nowhere in our political history where an AG summoned bloggers and media and ran down an accused person even before processing him to court. Now we are hearing that even on the press conference that the AG ran, and I'm stating the Dubois case, he doesn't want that bit to be admitted in court. So what are we doing? It's fun and games. Can we contain it if we should come to power and our foot soldiers and our base are baying for blood and say that treat them the same way they treated you? We are always accused of being book long. You've heard it. MPP, you're all. There were people that were investigated. You never saw it in the news. There were people that were investigated for years and reported to Yoko. You never saw bloggers or even YouTubers who are doing hatchet jobs on these people for content. So now we are a nation obsessed with content. Every minister in the government wants an opportunity to trend, and it's not even based on their mandate. The last time I saw my brother here, I thought he was speaking to policy. He was dancing, and you see, you ask him the synergy between ministers and deputy ministers, and in that video I was dancing. He was praising his minister because that is, he said, you serve at the behest of the minister. He didn't say you serve at the behest of the state or you serve at the behest of the president, who is the appointing authority to give you the opportunity to contribute to his vision. He's looking at how he panders to his minister, and that is what we are seeing. So for a so-called 55 million CD, malfeasance or whatever allegation you want to put together, because I feel like it's just been trumped up to gag him. You have issues that have not seen any consequences. Over 8 people died just going to queue for a job. The military processes, security services, 8 young girls died. Who was arrested? What was the consequence? There's been a flood in a space of 5 weeks. 2 major rainfall where people have died, where it's come out that $130 million that is assigned to a project that would alleviate flooding is sitting at the ministry because the minister has ring-fenced it, saying that he has to audit. Meanwhile, the figures they are churning out is actually based on an audit which was conducted in 2023, 2024. So it's negligence that caused the death of these people. It's incompetence that caused the death of these people. Who has been arrested because of it? And all we see is you wear red gloves, you wear designer shoes, and you go and shovel rubbish and then say that is good governance. You intimidate the opposition, you arrest TikTokers, you deny them access to lawyers, and this is okay for us in 2026. And Ghana as a bastion of democracy, actually, we are. We are supposed to be the champions of it. We don't care how we look in the eyes of the international community. And at the back end of this is that third term agenda. And I panic because the third term agenda is not necessarily to give John Mahama a chance, if that is what those in the party, the sycophants, as Fifi Kwete characterized them, are pushing him to do. And I will not say they are pushing him to do, he's championing it. He's behind it. If you can get rid of a CJ in the way they got rid of the CJ, and the real reason for getting rid of the Chief Justice, it will come out soon. And I hope the country will have the appetite to appreciate it. Dissent of any form should be, look, the worst vilified person in this country's history, I maintain, is the former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. What wasn't said of him? What wasn't said of his appointees? Whilst he was in government, whilst he was sitting on the seat. Even on this show, there are people who would send insults and denigrating messages, and it was read on set. The one who routinely read it has been promoted. She's now in America sitting there and still writing things on Facebook. Vilification is part of the job. I haven't vied for it. As just an advocate and a communicator with the party, I've even suffered same.
Okay.
That third term agenda that they are cooking is what is triggering the arrest of dissenters, is triggering the arrest of TikTokers. And now they've taken the head honcho. The most effective communicator in the MPP today is Dennis Miracles Abuaji. You can't take it away from him.
What's the nexus between the third term agenda and the arrest of persons who are deemed to have offended the law?
When you've offended the law, room is given for you to go through due process. Your fundamental rights should not be taken away from you. It's almost seen as threatening, right? To threaten and gag the best of you so that the rest panic,
right,
and think they can't speak up. But we will speak. The provision in the Constitution was clear. You will serve 2 terms. Introducing consecutive is not in the lingo. Article 66 is clear. And it is not to protect the best of us who want to assume to high office. It is to protect or prevent, actually, it's to prevent the worst amongst us from rising to the seat of power. So if people feel it's convenient for them to champion John Mahama and for him to accept that he wants a third term, to signal differently that he's not for it, but knows he's pushing it. He is pushing it. He cannot convince anybody.
How do you know he's pushing it?
He is pushing it.
How do you know?
Because you see, there are certain actions that are taking that the minute it comes down, you squash it. It won't go anywhere. The General Secretary of the NDC, his brazen, undiluted reaction to the third term was what told me that no, there are people within the party, high up, who are ring-fencing that, who are entertaining that thought. They want it. They want it badly, but it won't happen. It won't happen because the good people of Ghana have to speak up.
All right.
It is not for him to change the rules of this country. And I'm saying that it is possible that they can make a certain change, a judicial tinkering that we won't see coming, and it will just bulldoze and turn the constitution upside down.
All right.
Just because of what they did to Tokonu.
All right, Kosi, thank you. Thank you very much. We'll take a little breather, and we shan't be long at all. It's just 2 minutes or so. When I return, I would give Mohammed Adam Suparu the opportunity to also share his thoughts on the Danish Miracles Abuaje's arrest and whether there's any relationship, correlation, or nexus between that arrest and the talk about a threat for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Stay with us.
Look, you interrogate a man and you are running over 4 hours. Marking time until we got our turn. In the final analysis, the bail conditions are cruel and oppressive. Look at this very hour. They are about to exceed the 48 hours as enshrined in the Constitution. Where is this gentleman going to get, 3 sureties, 50 million as a bill sum, and then the properties should worth 50 million, and 2 should post that properties. How are we going to do it? So you can see clearly that the bail terms are cruel and is a way to punish him some more. It's not possible for us to post these securities at this critical hour. And I could say that the rule of law is sitting upside down. It's very unfortunate.
So will he be released today?
How is he going to be released? How is he going to post the bail bonds? How is he going to do it? 50 million Ghana cedis, 3 sureties, 2 to be justified. That means 2 of them should post properties. I do not see why, in the civility of things, a man who is coming to Ghana to be arrested and kept all this while. Because the past record is showing that they've invited him here and he came, and they said when they needed him, they'll call him. So I believe that democracy and the rule of law has been reversed backwards, that a man who is not running away and is decent enough to go through Kotoka International Airport, or what they call the Accra Airport, is arrested and detained all this while. I don't believe that is how we should conduct affairs. It is not proper. As if he's a common criminal, and I don't see common criminals coming through Kotoka Airport.
And there they are. The squad is ready, lined up, ice cold, focused and prepared for national duty. Every bottle in position, every label shining with confidence. And here comes the selection. 1 bottle steps forward, picked from the squad, ready to deliver for Ghana. He takes the first sip. Oh yes, refreshingly hydrating. The whistle goes. The Black Stars are on the move. He breaks through the defense like flowing water. Beautiful control. He lines it up. He strikes. Goal! Ghana is awake. From the fridge to the field, Awake keeps you refreshed. Awake purified drinking water. One for life. Proudly supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600 360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking Publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Hello, my friends. My name is Calcate Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Calcates. Happy smile.
Hello, people of Ghana. Looking to buy land this World Cup season? I'm here to give you 6 solid reasons why Estate Masters is your most trusted estate partner. 1. We are genuine. Here at Estate Masters, every promise is real, every transaction genuine. We don't just sell lands, we sell peace of mind. 2. We are credible. Our credibility is proven. We are who we say we are, respected, recognized, and trusted across Ghana.
We sell litigation-free lands. With us, your land is litigation-free. No disputes, no worries. Just security for you and your family. Free site visits. We bring you to the land at no cost. Free site visit means you see before you buy with full confidence. Your paperwork is on us. We provide free documentation, ensuring your ownership is clear and protected.
And yes, you enjoy unbeatable discounts when you buy land from Estate Masters to make land ownership even sweeter. So what are you waiting for? Rush now and secure your genuine land with Estate Masters. Estate Masters, your most preferred estate partner.
Every heart burning bright. Oh, oh.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson,
me didn't tum. Mr. Friend, Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friend, me once now.
Hey, that's on you.
Improve car.
Yeah.
Captain was key to double the action. Me did this sasso spray. Mr. Friend is sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso.
Come on, Tom Preco.
Ghana for the second World Cup running, the only Africans left standing.
What's getting a number of good ones? We could take close to 200 doctors. Oh, Pias and Nampi. I challenge you today. We jackpot day. We dare life.
He's in the area. He's gone.
Oh,
It's the Wolaki World Cup Sikapuduo promo. Every 11th June, Kosi 31st July 2026. Play and win your share of the 1 million Ghana City jackpot with a minimum stake of just 10 Ghana Cities. 20 lucky customers go win their share of the 20,000 Ghana Cities daily jackpot. Top 10 agents go chop bonus every weekend. Kanawa Wolaki app, Wolaki website. Wo agent to ana dial *288#. Wolaki World Cup Sikapuduo. Kakiti wane dikes, yeah.
Auntie, one man no chopo. Blow beard your mame.
Terms and conditions apply. Play responsibly. Not for persons under 18. Licensed and regulated by the NLA.
Play small, win big.
Abina. Oh, Abina.
Edi asema, menya oden. O tianti mu amanfo ada. O hye me boso beto phone na mame. Me phone na say dada. Menya oden.
Them was surprised, man.
Ah, surprise ben.
Surprise.
Hey, Kofi papa. E phone o. iPhone 13. Nanya ne?
Ende, me fanko for me mienu. Amu ko circle. Ene ba ko ne ka chena dan for hour. Ono odi ni Ghana card. E call EBA phone so a. O tua 40% pen e di ni phone man no a. Da aka no betua ne kakra. Timiti ya me drop na me so me call ho. Ene me kwanya o phone de bre on.
Oh, Kofi papa me da se. Come show.
Dey let's see on.
Wo EBA phones hadie, yeton iPhones ne ho akade nyina. Ye sanso de ma wholesale. So ye dealer na so pedodo atua. Anase afi na wo hye iPhone business na sia. Braya sia ye, hwehwe ye chira kwan e wo Accra Circle Mall. Any Tiptoe Lane, modern photos in chain. American Monso, ye ni Odor Rice ene di nhwenim. Kumase ye wedum ejekuma brunsan nim. Obetumi so hu ye e wo www.ebaphones.com. EBA Phones, no hassle crap.
What is going on? Go back and leave the road. If I go inside, so they should do the miracle. Go home. That's all. Let's leave one side of
Okay, so you're still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Thank you very much for staying in. Thank you very much for staying with us. And I'm still here with Akosua Menu, also known as Cozy, and she is a spokesperson, in fact, for the sector committee. And I want to get that correctly. Otherwise, I know Cozy will correct me when I don't get it right. So she's actually the spokesperson for the NPP Sector Committee on Gender and Social Protection. But I tell you what, a bird actually just whispered in my ears that she's actually the special advisor to the NPP flag bearer on gender and social protection. I could say, you've never mentioned this to me. Somebody's actually had to tell me. Oh, Charlie, that's a loaded post there.
Oh.
What's a spokesperson, also special advisor?
It's humbling to contribute to
all right.
our party and especially to the flag bearer.
All right, all right.
It's a huge responsibility, and
right.
I'm looking forward to collaborating with stakeholders.
So, some more congratulatory messages going out to Akosua Menu. Anyway, so, Mohammed, you've heard everything that Akosua Menu has said and the connection with what she believes is an orchestrated attempt for the president to seek a third term. And the fact that persons who are seen to be exposing this plot, so to speak, have also become targets of this administration. So put everything in context and everything in perspective for us. I'm sure you were here, you heard her too. So, yeah, what are your thoughts as well?
Moro, thank you very much. And let me use your platform to say a very good morning to my friend and sister, and also the good people of Sasala West, my constituents, and your cherished viewers. When I was listening to my sister when she was making her presentation, I couldn't hold myself than to laugh at some of the, allegations that she is trying to make here. We are speaking to detention and investigation that is being carried out by UOCO of one of their party person and a former appointee of His Excellency, the former president's government. And so I was expecting my sister to let us limit our conversation to that. But of course, as politicians as we are, every little chance we are given, we try to, draw in certain things that are not even true. First of all, she spoke about the fact that the $130 million funding that was given to the government of Ghana is sitting at Ministry of Finance, and then the finance minister is not releasing, and people are going through, a lot of challenges as far as flooding is concerned. Moro, you know that flood, this is not the first time it's happened, it's been happening years. And so if we want to even delve into the issue of the $130 million facility that was given to us, his government will be blamed. And today, that is not a topic we are here to discuss. You and I and many Chinese viewers out there are aware how that money was appropriated, and I believe you might have seen that even Franklin Kijo on his Facebook world, how the money was spent, and huge sums of it was on education and training of, the money was actually not used for its original intended purpose. About 11%, only 11% was used for to prevent, flooding. But that is not, of course, that's not the discussion for today. And so for her to say that money is sitting at Ministry of Finance and the finance minister is not releasing, it is not true. And also,
did you not see the World Bank report?
I'm coming. And also, she spoke about the fact that she tried to draw me in, that she saw a video of me. Of course, I think dancing is part of exercising, and so as public servants that we are, when you sit for a very longer time, it is important for you to stretch yourself. And I chose to dance to one of my traditional songs. So I just tried. She uplifted, yes, she enjoyed. I tried to, I didn't do reggae dancing. I didn't do
the glory of your minister.
No, I didn't dance.
But the caption said,
no, it was my minister's birthday, and I was dancing, but as part of exercising.
To glorify
I chose to, when you say glorify dancing, for if I dance because it's your birthday, it doesn't mean I'm glorifying you.
But you're the first minister to do that for their minister.
To do what?
And I said so based on the conversation.
Let's have a conversation. When you were talking, I was quiet as though I wasn't in this room, so you will have yourself. And also, the third term of the president that she kept mentioning, I don't know where she is getting that from. President Mahama has said it on countless occasions that he is not running for a third term. I don't know why my sister is pushing that on the president. That is the agenda. And how that even got to do with the arrest of Dennis Miracle, my brother. I don't see the correlation. I mean, Dennis, of course, is not the only communicator in NPP. And Dennis, of course, is not the only person who criticized President Mahama. If you ask me, in my view, she said that, of course, Dennis is one of their best communicators. Now, that is her opinion, which I respect. In my view, if she asks me, I would say she is the best communicator NPP ever got. And you are here. You are a former appointee. Nobody is come. Of course, that is my view. That's my opinion. That's my judgment. And I don't begrudge you when you say Dennis is the best communicator. To me, you are the best communicator NPP ever got. You are a former appointee, a former deputy CEO, National Youth Authority. You are here going about. Nobody has invited you to anywhere. It is because when you were given the opportunity as a deputy CEO, you discharge your duties diligently. There's no any question mark anywhere that people will come after you to say that, Madam Nakose, there's this question that we need you here. There's a petition before UOCO, there's a petition before CID, so we need you to come and assist us in the investigation. I'm just trying to say that it is because of President Mahama's presidency third term agenda. That is why all of these things are happening. That is not true, my sister. It has nothing to do with that at all. You see, we are in a country that, Moro, I find it difficult as people. When we, our own people, we decide to, come out with institutions to fight corruptions. I'm not saying Dennis has been found guilty, but Yoko, CID, other institutions that are mandated to carry out investigations, when they are doing their job, we same people come out to say that they are harassing other individuals. That is not the case. Dennis, just like any other Ghanaian, if allegations are raised against you and a petition is brought before Yoko, what Yoko ought to do is to invite you, which in their statement yesterday, they said this investigation didn't start just this week. And it is not only even about Dennis Miracle. There are other people that are part of these investigations. As we speak, it is not only Dennis that is being detained by Yoko. Why are people not talking about the accountant? Why are people not talking about the other persons who are part? All the time, I have a problem when we politicians, we think that we are more special than any other class of persons in this country. So are we therefore saying that today I am serving as the Deputy Minister for Communication? If after my tenure as Deputy Minister, if there are questions about my state worship and I've been asked to come and account for, I should say that because I am a staunch member of the NDC, I should not be investigated. Is that what we are saying? And what I'm saying is that what is currently happening at Yoko, there is nowhere in our constitution that says that Yoko, or that says that this is the definition, this is how Yoko or any other, investigating institution should arrest persons. They can choose to arrest you at your house. They can choose to arrest you at market. They can choose to arrest you, in fact, at even your workplace. What I have personally have issue with, it is the bail conditions, and which, of course, the Constitution gives whichever the investigation body is. The right, is at their own discretion to decide what kind of bail condition they can, because in our Constitution, it is not stated that when somebody is accused of stealing a certain sum of money, this is the bail, the terms and conditions. These are the bail terms and conditions that the person must meet. No. The Constitution makes it very open. And so we should be talking about the law, whether what Yoko did is within their mandate. If it is outside their mandate, all of us, all descending Ghanaians, for I would say we must all condemn, but it is within their mandate. I've heard her say that, of course, Dennis cooperated. Per the report that was, per the release that came out from Yoko, stated that he was invited, he had, attended to Yoko for same investigations. By the time Yoko decided to arrest him and decide to put, to restrict him from traveling outside, at the time they went to the airport, they were already told that, he's already traveled outside the country. I've heard other people saying that once he was returning, they should have allowed him in. It means that he was not running away. Of course, that is somebody's opinion, which I respect. I have my own opinion, you have your own opinion, but the opinion and the choice of Yoko as to how to arrest, they decide where to arrest him. And they decided to block him from entry and picked him up from there. And so they've told the immigration at the airport that when he's returning, he should be arrested. And that was what happened on Saturday and finally handed over to Yoko. In 2001, 15th of April, the then Deputy Finance Minister and President Rawlings' time, you can check, Victor Salome, was arrested at Kutuka International Airport, Accra International Airport today when he was returning into the country by Vienna. He was arrested. It's not starting today. I have always maintained that we should not do politics of equalization. But we should not also paint a picture as though this is the first time it's happening. On 15th of April 2001, just barely 4 months after President Kufuor took over governance of this country, Victor Salome, who was the then Deputy Minister for Finance, was arrested at airport when he was returning to the country by BNI. When this country also went the current Member of Parliament for Medina, you remember that incident? His own was even at church where he went to worship. I went to Parliament with Sesu, he's my mate. What was his crime? He led his constituent to demonstrate against deplorable roles in his constituency. That was his crime. They didn't know, as a Member of Parliament, leading your constituent to demand for development as part of your duty as a Member of Parliament. He was performing his parliamentary duties. They didn't know. Yet, police, men in police uniform stormed church where he was there to worship, to arrest him. It took the then minority whip, Muntaka Mubarak, who intervened and saved him from being arrested at church. And so today, I don't always want, because I'm also a politician, it can happen to me, but I'm not justifying what is currently happening. I'm just trying to say that we should not paint a picture as though this is the first time things like that are happening. We should not paint a picture as though somebody is witch hunting Dennis. No. President Mahama promised the people of this country, and my sister said it, to reset Ghana. And when you talk about reset, it means that that includes all institutions. I don't think Raymond Archer at Yoko just decided to go and arrest Dennis if there was not a petition presented to them. And I'm happy she said that there was an audit being carried by his predecessor. And Dennis was reached out in terms of the time they were doing the audit. Of course, queries were raised. Of course, the law says that you should, let the person to respond to those queries, which he did. The report was not put together by the current executive secretary of the Secretariat. This is an independent audit, and the report is being presented, and then the current executive secretary says or realize that there are still more questions needs to answer. What he did is to only petition Yoko and ask them to take over from him and investigate. And that is what Yoko is doing. And it is not only Danish. The accountant, which you and I know, before an accountant can make payment, the person must get approval from the head of the institutions. He's being investigated, other persons are being investigated. And so Yoko detaining my brother, Miracle, has nothing to do with President Mahama Tetem at all. If Dennis, there are millions of members of New Patriotic Party, and there are millions of communicators, including herself, like I said. And for me, if you ask me to choose the best communicator in NPP, I would say that the best communicator is my sister sitting here. And the person who has always been criticizing John Mahama's administration, you are one of them. Nobody is coming after you. Mama.
Not yet.
Nobody will come after you. And you can be rest assured that no one will come after you.
Not yet.
If there are questions for you to answer about your state worship, I don't think it's nobody.
TikTokers are arrested.
Come again?
Okay, you finish.
TikTokers, when you say TikTokers, you and I know, my sister. You know, we say freedom of speech. But at least we have to be very careful the kind of the things people say about it. You said we should not be encouraging some of the things that are happening. So some of the content you see in the TikTokers, the young lady that said all kinds of things at job. I mean, if I were a member of that family, I would have been ashamed of myself. So we shouldn't encourage people to be engaged in. If I sit here and say, and just because I have a platform, let me use the platform to say anything about you, to say anything about the current flag bearer of your party, I don't think I'm doing myself any good. And as part of correcting a society, right, that is why the framers of this constitution stated that even though you have your right to freedom of speech, there are limitations. I can't sit here and say that president is like this, president is like, trying to suggest that maybe if I get opportunity, I'll harm the president. It is not right. I can criticize the president. The TikTokers are not criticizing. You know, you've seen some of the content. That is what we are saying. We should not engage. We should not encourage persons to go, on that tangent. What you have to be talking about is the bail condition. I thought you were going to speak about the bail conditions. But the bail conditions, I've seen other people.
I'm here to come to that.
Come again?
I'm here to come to that.
You are here to come to the bail conditions.
I've had my first.
And that is what I'm saying. Even the bail condition, it is not stated. Then we should be talking about correcting something. It is not like the Yoko has a mandate to have come out with this condition ABC and they decide to go beyond that. They have that discretion. And they could have even said 200 million. They could have even said 100 billion. What I'm saying, I'm just suggesting, if I were in the shoe of Yoko, maybe I wouldn't mention 55 million. Maybe I would have even said 10 million, or I would have said 100 million. If Moro were to be in the shoe of Yoko, because it's about discretionary, he could say that, okay, I am going to grant you bail. I guess the point is to look at the law, because it is exactly. So we need what we have to be discussing is that we need to look at the law.
Okay.
If we have a law that is not helping, what we have to do as a country is to think about how to correct it.
Okay.
That will help us all. But for people to say that we are trying to use that to, no. It has nothing. John Mahama, knowing John Mahama, is not a person that is vindictive at all. And my sister, you know that man. John Mahama loves everybody. He's always smiling.
If he loves everybody, let him tell Raymond Nacha to release Dennis this morning.
No, you see, when you say that,
if he loves everybody, so he should tell the security agencies that routinely
they should
pick up
him.
TikTokers
who
criticize government.
No, I'm coming.
Because he's not the first person to sit on a seat as a president and be criticized.
John Mahama, let me tell you, if
I'm coming in. Since he loves everybody, those who have died, the bereaved, for which the next day there was a Thanksgiving and dancing service instead of a morning service for them.
What is your description of mourning?
Commiserate with the families.
What is your description of mourning?
An actual consequence.
Can you intervene? Yes,
to the incompetence
my time. Let me.
And the recklessness that the finance minister has supervised in his ministry. And has seen a project not take shape.
No.
If he loves
it is my time. Allow me to speak.
If he loves everyone.
No, he loves. I'm just trying to tell you that he loves everybody, John Mahama.
He's about to
and the fact that you saw him, you are a Christian. I'm not a Christian. And you know, as part of your worship, dancing and praising is allowed. And so if he was seen dancing, he was praising God.
For the lost
I'm not a... No, come on. For us as Muslim, when something bad happens to you, you as an individual, as a human being, you cannot question the will of God. At all times, just say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Allah. And so if the president was seen dancing and praising God, it doesn't mean that he's praising God for what happened.
Okay.
As part of your worship, when you go to church, anytime you attend church, unless there's no any, how do you call it? Praises and singing. You will join the queue and start dancing, throwing your handkerchief all over. It doesn't mean that the president was happy that what happened to Ghana when he was doing that. So what I'm trying to tell you, John Mahama has no intention of going after any individual in this country. His intention is to reset this country. And you see, when you speak this way, you are not being fair to the other people that are in detention. If you say if he loves everybody, he should tell Yoko to release Dennis. I was expecting you to say, if he loves everybody, He should tell Yoko to release Dennis and the other people there. Why are you people not talking about the other persons in there, including the accountant?
We are.
You are talking.
What I've said here this morning.
And so you see,
sister,
when dissent. There are laws. There are laws governing this country. And so if there is an allegation that somebody has committed, alleged to have committed a crime, and the law says that there's an institution that is supposed to investigate the person, and that institution is carrying out its mandate, what we have to do is to just cooperate, which Dennis currently is doing. As a political party, of course, I understand you. Yours is to solidarize with him, and so your presence around the Yoko premises. Dennis, of course, when he heard that his party persons were around, he was also happy. At least the work he's doing for his party, at least I will not begrudge you people for what you are doing. But what I'm saying is that we should allow the law to work, and we should rather work at. If we have to amend that section of our constitution, we should be thinking about amending it. But when I hear people say that tomorrow is pregnant, tomorrow is almost giving birth, tomorrow, when I heard tomorrow, I almost thought they say tomorrow is pregnant. Tomorrow is pregnant. Tomorrow, this is not the first time this thing is happening. So when we say that tomorrow is pregnant, does that mean that we, politicians, we should see ourselves as a second-class citizen of this country? So if an ordinary person or any other worker, civil servant, public servant, like the accountant in detention, nobody's talking about the accountant. If it were only the accountant, tomorrow will not be pregnant. Is the accountant not a Ghanaian?
She's just told you that their advocacy.
Yesterday, the pictures you saw. Yes. Did you see all the placards you saw? There was not a single person who spoke about the accountant.
Oh, but she's just here. She's telling you that it includes accountant.
This is the first time I'm hearing it from her.
All right.
And I've been following her conversation since yesterday, including the time she left there. She left there around 6:30 when others left there around 12 a.m.
So it's breaking news. She's just telling you it includes everybody. Let me bring in our viewers now. Let me bring in our viewers now. So Prince Henrico from Koforidia, he is aspiring to become the he says he's aspiring to become the Eastern Regional Communications Officer of the NDC. He says it should not be about the bail conditions, it should be about getting the taxpayers' money back. We should serve diligently and purposely as politicians because the future is always pregnant. The MPP should be responsible in opposition or else 32 years in opposition minimum. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Musa Abatwa in Asawasi says, now that the Miracles has been granted bail set at 50 million cedis, many assume it would be easy for people like Kennedy Japan or Brandy Champon to help. However, the reality appears different. He built a reputation by attacking and defaming others in support of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Yet they are now struggling to meet his bail conditions. I wish Dr. Amo Ba for every success in his bid for NDC National Vice Chairman. Samuel Brian Boabin says, we're not saying Miracles is above the law or deserves a special treatment. If the government has a credible case against him, let the courts decide. Bail is not a tool for punishment. What is happening has become all too predictable and unacceptable. This is not the reset we were promised. As for the third-term agenda, it will not wash. It will be fiercely resisted by Fifi Kwete, General Mosquito and NDC cadres, perhaps even more than by those of us in the opposition. Those who say President Mahama has stated that he will not seek a third term should go back and read his memoirs, My First Coup d'etat and Come Again, Samuel Brian Boabing. Mansa Musa of Voice of London, UK, says that I do understand that our cultural and traditional instincts kicks in at all times, but it should be observed and advised that panelists on your GMG program should address each other as formal as possible. This references as my sister, my brother, my friend cannot connote informal, casual appearances, which shouldn't be the case. On official settings like yours, a portrayal of predictable formal standards. As for vile TikTokers, they are seriously punished in the UK. Please tell Ghanaians to know this. I have added a copy of what happens to vile social media bloggers in the UK. Please read the statement below. And it says this is the statement it's referring to. It says vile social media users in the UK face swift police investigations, arrests, and criminal prosecutions under strict communications laws. Authorities can take action against those who share threats, post grossly offensive content, or spread misinformation that intentionally causes psychological or physical harm. Consequences and actions taken against offenders include 1. Criminal prosecution in prison. Offenders can be prosecuted under the Online Safety Act, the Malicious Communications Act, or the Public Order Act, depending on the severity, such as inciting violence or sharing grossly offensive material. There's also police intervention, and there's platform bans and account suspension. You may want to go online and read the rest. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm says that, good morning, my brother. Interesting times to live in this country, but one day shall never end. The question I always want to ask Akusha this morning is that what is the connection of the arrest of Miracles and the insults of TikTokers and the president wanting to go a third term? More serious and descending people listen to Metro a lot. This act of misinformation, speaking about evidence to support claims that communicators of the NPP makes and go scot-free, must stop. My brother, nobody is above the law of this country. Even the lawmakers themselves are not above the law of this land. So let me put it before them that Miracles is not above the law of this land. As we speak, Gerard Appiah has started paying monies that he took to Yoko. So what are we talking about? And this was the accountant that the interministerial committee, which Miracles was the CE. Nobody should try anything funny in this country, else they will live to regret it. Coming days for Miracles will be interesting. Let's wait and see. Kojo Chumbwafo says, good morning, Moro. Please ask Akosia whether yesterday was pregnant when I was arrested under the same circumstances 8 years ago, and he asked the video where he was arrested at the Kotoka International Airport. Where was my little cousin to speak for me? Show her the video.
Tell him that it is that arrest that he puts on his CV that has made him a CEO today.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So he says, tell my little cousin that when they let me finish with the message. I beg you. Tell my little cousin that when they steal, they don't give her some. Then she wakes up in the morning to go and defend wrongdoing. If you are arrested, accused of embezzling 55 million cedis, and you are billed for 50 cedis, haven't they been rather fair to you? That's Kojo Chumbwafo. JC Boakon, political marketing expert, said, let it be on record that Yoko has the legal power to grant administrative bail or inquiry bail to suspects under investigations, but it does not have the power to set just any arbitrary or punitive bail conditions. The current happenings is just wickedness at the highest level on the part of Yoko to use bail conditions to punish people. The tables will turn one day, and those singing praises of Yoko today should do the same in future. Absolutely. Again, tomorrow is pregnant with not just twins, but identical twins. Regards Honorable Akosia Menu, God willing, MPP for Adenta in 2028, has she told you she's going? Jessie Boako, political marketing expert. If she wants to go, she'll break it here on Good Morning Ghana, not anywhere, because I won't allow her to break it, the story anywhere. She'll break it here. Alfred Kojo Tredo says that I heard Akosia Menu say that what Dennis Miracle Boaje is going through is because of the pressure he's putting on the NDC government. More, I can say on authority that not a single one of Dennis Miracle's Boaje's criticism is giving the government any headache. Let's all allow the laws of a country to work. Just recently, Honorable Collins Dowda was granted bail of $60 million, 60 million cedis, you mean, under the MPP government. So the MPP has no moral right to complain about bail conditions in this country. Alfred Kojo Tredo's Deputy National Organizer, aspirant on the ticket of the NDC. Alaji, please ask Akosia, why didn't they go to solidarize with Oketechi Afrifa? Okay. Now, Reverend Samuel Eje of the PNC says, good morning to you and your panel. Moro, I do agree with Akosia and the MPP about the bail conditions of Dennis Boaje. Moro, it is my understanding from our lawyers and lawmakers that one is not guilty until proven guilty by competent courts. So if it is true he's innocent, then where is he going to get this from? Supposing I'm the accused and they demand this, I'll surely be left in the mercies of God, because where and who will stand in for me? But Moro, I don't think this is the first time such bail conditions has been demanded. Do you remember number one? What was his bail condition? Please ask Akosia for me what was her stand by then. And others like Victor Selemo and even Kojo Chumbwafo. What is wrong must be wrong at any given time. Wrongdoing must not wear party colors. To be honest with you, I'm not happy the situation Dennis is facing now, because the loss of this country must not be thrown overboard because of party colors. Let our courts work to perfection, to the admiration of all Ghanaians. Stay blessed. And then Prosper Ashikwe says, Moro, current affairs shows like GMG is meant to educate and inform. As viewers, we owe the show that responsibility to help from time to time. I have noticed severally the wrong use of the words appointment and disappointment, especially by politicians. I agree with you. It's bad English. It's bad English. Respectfully, there's a clear unrelated difference between appointment, which means to officially assign someone to a duty, job role, or position, and disappointment, which means to make someone feel sad because of unmet expectations. Rather use words like dismiss, remove, fire, terminate, or relief of duty instead. Moral to the issue, in my young life, I have learned something about our politics. You see, all that's happening today, the same happened yesterday, and the same would happen tomorrow. My prayer to all is that in all of this, we should apply the laws in a humane and judicious manner. We should learn to respect our laws and the institutions we set up to enforce our laws. That's the only way our democracy we so much proclaim can be preserved. This thing about rallying and giving monies to hungry street dudes who hitherto should have been catered for by the same political actors to amass and threaten to break into state institutions over the arrest of persons purported to have engaged in any corrupt act threatens our democracy and will kill our country one day. We should be careful. Let's leave Yoko to do their work in peace. Good morning, Prosper Ashikwe. Guy G is from Cantonments. That's his, some hideout somewhere in Cantonments. He's sending us messages from there. Guy G, big man. Power is like ice. It melts with time. Raymond Archer should know this. If you have a good case, proceed to court. Bail must not be used as punishment. It's becoming too predictable and obscene. My regards to Cozy Guy G, Cantonment, Accra. Carlos from Odododio, he says, some people think they are more important than everyone else in this country. They behave as though they own the country and believe they have the right to rule. Listen to what the lawyer Atachia is saying. He claims that criminals do not go to courts, airports, but go to church. Allegations and the use surround a miracle. Is he above the law in this country? Even Atachia himself has matters to answer regarding the Sankalemi housing project. If investigations continue, he too may be invited by the appropriate authorities. He should therefore remain calm and allow the law to take its course. No one should think they're above the law. Everyone will be held accountable through due process, regardless of how loudly they speak or the media campaigns they engage in. Those who continue to mobilize people to obstruct law enforcement should know that if anyone breaks the law, they will face the legal consequences, including arrest where appropriate and the seizure of property where the law permits. Carlos, and I say, God bless you. So Kojo Chumbafo is back with a response to what you said.
This is not a Kojo Chumbafo.
He says, tell Akosia that she knows I don't need to tell her I'm a product of Achimota School, a civil engineer of 33 years and a trained finance and administrative expert. I was CEO of Free Zones for 8 years. I don't need anything, let alone an arrest on my CV. That was low. You people should keep quiet and wait for what you sowed to bear fruit for you.
I maintain, and then I'll repeat
finally,
the worst critics,
some
worst with their acerbic tongues got elevated in this current government.
So Sam Aku Kelly from East Legon Hills says, good morning to you and your panelists. What exactly did the MPP ask its members to go and do in Yoko? It's like when you're a known figure in opposition party, you cannot be arrested in suspicion of any kind of wrongdoing, or it is that the MPP is trying to tell Ghanaians that their members are above the law of this country. Questioning where and when Miracle Abuaji was arrested can only amount to double standards and hypocrisy on their part. Were we not in this country when persons like Lawyer Tachia and Honorable Sosu were being arrested even in church under the MPP? Now to the commentary made by Lawyer Atachia. So we now have a common criminals and special criminals. God have mercy on our democracy. And finally, Sadat says that kindly advise your panelists, especially Akosia, to use a rare opportunity of featuring on your distinguished program to educate and inform the public instead of preaching irregular and inordinate governance approach. How can a panelist suggest that the president should instruct or order a duly established investigative body under our laws to release a person of interest in a suspected 55 million cedis misappropriation of public funds? Is that proper governance so far? Proper governance to her.
Release him and let the courts process.
Is she speaking in the interest of Ghana or in the interest of suspected criminals aligned to the MPP? They said worse when Wontumi was arrested, but what did we see today? Plea bargaining galore for Wontumi today. But so tell her to hasten slowly before the next plea bargaining begins when evidence subsequently dictates or otherwise. Kofi Adoli says, if 55 million cedis is the amount involved in the Miracle scandal, should the bail bond be less? Even the 50 million is charitable. Kofi Adoli. And finally, Mancha Bruce from Takrady says, let me remind Remonacha again that there's life after politics and that power is transient. One day posterity will hold him and his reckless colleagues to account and will be severe. Amazing convictions. Free Dennis now. Mancha Bruce the second, Takrady. So let's do 5 minutes each, and then we
can end this. How do you do 5 minutes? We took all the time.
Yes.
So, Moro.
Yes, Akosia.
I listened to him.
Okay.
And he couldn't speak to the abuse of power. He actually ran away from it. He couldn't even explain said bill conditions. And I see even viewers sending messages claiming that bail conditions, I mean, the thinking now, based on what NDC has routinely been doing, is that if you are charged, or if there's an allegation on you and you are arrested, the amount for which it is believed you are involved in, the bail conditions should be the same. So you can imagine, if you take a ministry like transport or roads and highways, and you arrest the ministers there, okay, along with accountants there, big push is ring fence at how much? How much is the big push?
40 billion?
40
billion.
Billion. 14 billion.
40, 40.
Is it?
Billion cities.
So it's let's say $4 billion.
Yes.
So the minister and the deputy, okay, and the accountant on that project should power switch, get called by whoever will be heading EOCO, and says that there's an allegation that on ABCD road projects, this is what happened. Now the sum involved is $1 billion, and your bail condition should be $1 billion. Does that make sense? Honestly, that bail conditions should be set on what is alleged. You have taken. If the person you believe you have the evidence, proceed to court. Let the court processes take place and get the conviction you are looking for. Unless, again, like I'm saying, is a punitive measure to punish persons that you believe cannot be implicated in court, but you can use your own powers and discretion to punish them. You see, when he kept saying, oh, why haven't they arrested you? And I told him it's just a matter of time. He proves my point that there is a deliberate attempt. I am telling you, there's a pattern of routinely picking people up. And the timing of the arrest is often in relation to something that has seized national attention. For instance, Hanan's arrest last week, where one court grants him bail and another court says he can't be, granted bail. Where one judge doesn't see him as a flight risk, and yet they are using another judge to push that agenda. And what was the timing of it? The timing was the flood. And you're asking me how is flooding related to this issue? I'm saying that for a reset agenda obsessed with consequences, even when your own people are complicit in it, let us see the fairness and objectivity of this leadership in ensuring that persons who renege on their core mandates, which leads to the loss of lives, are also what? Charged. Let us see that. Let us see the value placed on human lives. When people go and queue for jobs on the back end of a 24-hour economy that doesn't produce jobs and they die in the process, we haven't seen anybody charged. We haven't seen any convictions, because it wasn't any big person's kid, because they didn't matter. The floods, do you know how many families are beyond the human lives you can't place value on? Do you know how many lives have been reset? People's businesses, capital washed away. So families are grieving, business owners are crying. And what have you done? Thrown 300 million cedis to it, like you did back in 2015 by telling the minister to release funds for storm drains. And when we are speaking and we are bashing you for it, your quick solution is, oh, the guy has responded to an audit, but you just call him. Because then it divides the opposition's attention. So I'm saying there's a pattern. Okay. The pattern is you arrest and then you give unreasonable, obscene bail conditions.
Right.
So you, in your ministry, if Sam George has signed a contract of whatever form for which you dance in admiration, because I'm sure that you were happy that he had made that move, should you be arrested in the future, and that sum is $80 million,
okay,
you here, I won't say my brother, because it pisses the base of our party off when we refer to, yes, and that is how the politics
so I'm no longer your brother.
No, you're not my brother. You are not my brother. You've put my brother in cells overnight, over 48 hours. You cannot be my brother.
I should be your brother.
Yes, you guys are changing. You guys are changing the peaceful coexistence of our political system.
Okay. All right.
Decades ago, you killed our members. You killed and murdered people.
All right.
You are saying that we have jailed people. You murdered people. You reset families.
Okay.
Breadwinners.
All right.
We didn't kill or murder your people. You did that to us.
Your 5 minutes is up.
So the bail conditions you are using as a punitive measure.
Okay.
You should go and tell Raymond Archer that, bro, because he's your brother.
Okay.
He's not my brother. Go and tell him that what you are doing, when the guns turn on us, who will speak for us? You.
Okay.
$80 billion, unless they bring the whole of Sisala East and West.
Sisala West and East.
So let me bring in Mohammed.
I was just a bit still would not stop a bit. How can you say that I'm not your brother? I thought you are my sister.
Today you are not. Release Dennis and maybe I'll consider.
Hey, when you say we should release Dennis, like I said, you're not being fair to the laws of this.
I am being fair to the laws. It's been 48 hours. Beyond 48 hours, either process him to court. You could have processed him for court.
He was granted bail yesterday.
Let me tell you, the interrogation started at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock yesterday.
Yes.
And within same time,
and the interrogation lasted 3.5 hours.
Please, I'm coming. When you were speaking,
by
when you got your time,
the courts don't run a 24. But you brought in court. I'm responding to it. The courts don't allow a 24-hour economy at the courts.
I allow you to have your 5 minutes. So
the courts don't allow a 24-hour economy. Release him now. Release him today.
Just get the condition. For the right when you meet the condition, he will be released.
Ask for the right thing to be done and stop using bail conditions to punish opposition members.
Let him flow.
No, he knows the right thing. He knows the right thing.
Of course, I know the right thing. Let me speak. Let me tell you the right thing.
Please go ahead.
Call your people out.
Let me tell you the right thing.
Call them out.
So the right thing here is that, and I've heard that when she say that if she's done something wrong, we should take him to court. Arresting, investigating, and then granting bail and subsequently charging the person at court is part of the process.
Okay.
And taking somebody to court is a process. It's not an action. You can't just arrest somebody today and you are at court.
Okay.
It's not done that way. You must investigate, get the issues, the petition. You let the person respond to the petitioner. And then where you've seen that the person has erred, which law has the person gone against, then you take the person to the court. You grant the person, and that's what Yoko did. See, in their statement, they said that immigration arrested him on Saturday, handed him over to Yoko on Sunday, which of course was a holiday. Sunday was not a working day. Yesterday, Monday, they started, I think they went to conduct a research at his house on Sunday, and they continued yesterday, Monday. And by evening time, they were done with their investigation, granted him bail. And so if you are talking about the bail condition, that's what I said. You and I sitting here, it is, if you were Raymond Archer, it is at your discretion to have said that maybe you would just ask 2 people to come and sign. Maybe if Moro were Raymond Archer, he would have said that he is demanding 1 billion Ghana cedis.
No, listen.
Bail.
It was 50 million cedis bail with 3 sureties.
No, I'm not saying
2 to have landed property worth 50 million. I'm saying that you.
Once
we are going to have your members. 300 million cedis bail. With 5 sureties.
You're not being fair to your brother.
3 should have landed property worth 400
million. Don't do that. You're not being fair.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know what? Tackle the issues, honorable. Tackle
the issue. That's
not the issue. Once you mention them, should be forced to come in.
Exactly. So if you are talking about bail, you can't say that they should release him when he's not met the bail conditions.
I'm saying that
not appoint himself.
When somebody is cooperating, he has
the constitution backing him. He has a mandate, and as part of his mandate, constitution gave him the discretionary powers, whichever bail condition he should demand. And today he is saying that 50 million surety with 2 persons and whatever. I mean the bail. If he meets the bail condition today, Raymond is not going to keep him there even for a minute. And for you to say that John Mahama families are grieving, persons who went to join you to get employed were killed and nobody is being arrested and all of that. There was an investigation. They conducted an investigation, and this is not like somebody's personal negligence. John Mahama is known as a president who has ever prosecuted his own appointee. At least he's known for that. Like I said, he is somebody who respects the laws of this country. It doesn't matter you are NDC, you are MPP. If you go against the law, he wouldn't say because you are his appointee, he will let the law take its course. When this country, when Abuga Pele, I don't know why it is always a problem when it is about an MPP. I thought you were going to speak to Victor Salome when he was arrested. When persons in uniform were chasing Honorable Sosu, at even church when he went to worship, that one you will not talk about it. When Atu Essien, the Colas Bank, Cloud Bank issue, was granted bail of 200 million Ghana cedis in this country.
Should be arrested
in this country, 2022. That one was not a problem. Atu Essien was granted bail, 200 million Ghana cedis in this country. It wasn't a problem. Today, it's about my brother.
Honorable, I am saying that
because he's a spokesperson for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, it's a problem. 50
Honorable.
Million. If you think that there's a problem,
Honorable.
The law says that go to court, my sister.
You should have gone to court.
To do
Why do you deny him access to his lawyers?
No,
you detain him. You go beyond 48 hours and you come and tell us to go to court. He should have proceeded to court on his own. Are you saying he should have proceeded to court on his own? You just said
how did his lawyers get to know that the bail conditions that they were giving, it was about 50 million?
Minister, you just said he should have proceeded to court.
No, I'm talking about his lawyers. If the bail condition, if they saw it to be something that they could not make, go to court. The law says you can go to court to ask for variation.
At this juncture,
First of all,
I'd have to come in and say that.
Ask for variation. But you can't just say the bail condition is too much.
Yes.
I've heard the respected
we have spent almost 6 minutes talking about bail conditions. Look, it doesn't matter what you say. She has a position, you have a position. We'll just move on. All right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Stay with us.
Ebusia eto de bina odwen Ghana fo ho ana omo ho aye wanwa kakra. Nokrani say the things they do in Ghana they can never do it outside. Hwese obiesi ni nakpins abehata ewo kwan ho public overhead o. Eya na me bisa me ho say eye trimude ana hwan pa na kire yesa suban we. Is it because say ye nim say ye crampo na obi antumi nya ye hwe ana emra enye juma wo krom ha na. I stand to be corrected, but minjin this Ghana ni bi betumi etu kwan akọ amanone ana America ede ne poster ana ne banner akọ sign omu overhead ho se oye advert ede entira esan se onim se etiamra ena kire se yensa so ni mu a emra ne ne bedi nanso ye krom ha de ye de aye normal thing na obi asori na oye na yie oye ni program chese asori for crowd any politicians there bobo kra na overhead fefefa aban aboka esiama ye no na modemu posters aye hu nyina basa na overhead aye tatantan. This is unlawful, this is not right, and it must change. Enunti ena brush and broom imrantie e course hum no. We noticed this and we decided to do something about it. Na senya munim dada se brush and broom ya tu ye hu esi ho se ye bema Ghana ayefe aye neat aye clean no sa dwumedie no ena ekoso wo so hum sisi. Ye san hye mobo ye followers any Ghana for nyina se
I want all of us to remember that today is day 2 of the national cleaning exercise. Yesterday, the turnout was fantastic, very good. People came out and helped to clean their neighborhoods. Today, the turnout is also good, but I'm just calling on those who are still in their houses and haven't come out. Please come out and come and join us so that we clean the city after the flood. Yesterday, one of the directives I gave was that in the past we do these cleanups, we take all the garbage out of the gutters, but we don't follow up and come and collect the garbage that is by the roadside. And so when the rain falls, it just washes all the dirt back in. And so today we're going to concentrate on scooping all that garbage we took out of the gutters into these big trucks that you see there, so that they'll take them to the dump sites and go and dump them. So we'll all help to do it today, but tomorrow the army and the other agencies will continue until we're able to clear all the garbage that was taken out of the drains. We've had 6 transfer stations that were built more than 9 years ago. Unfortunately, they were not put into operation. So we've asked the contractor to open the transfer stations, that's Zoom Lion, so that the Aboboyas and others can take the garbage to the transfer stations. So I want to thank everybody who's come out. And those who are still at home, all of you come out. We are doing this together. And Ghana is a resilient country. Accra is a resilient city. And we'll bounce back better than before.
Finding my dream apartment in just 2 days was a breeze with 7terragh.com. Looking for your next home, the perfect piece of land, or the best commercial property for your business? Are you worried about sending money home for property and finding nothing when you return? Well, worry no more. 7terragh.com is just a platform to find prime lands, perfect properties, or vibrant real estate development at the click of a button. 7terragh.com is your go-to property listing platform that allows you to register, list, rent, buy or sell, and connect with correct agents. With our AI-powered smart search, personalized dashboards, verified agent connection, and interactive property maps, all your property needs have been made easier. Check us out on 7terragh.com or contact us on 0302-998-246 or 0561 032 252. 7terragh.com, powered by MNC Properties.
Welcome to Gentleman Dental Clinic, where we run all dental procedures such as examination and consultation, root canal treatment, scaling and polishing, braces, teeth whitening, extraction, restoration, that is filling, teeth replacement. With this, we have the dentures, the bridges and implants. Visit our branches nationwide at Tamale, Tishibu, opposite the post office. Also at Kumasi, Abreport Junction. Techiman Magazine off the Market Road. You can also locate us at Kofrija Central Market, adjacent the Central Police Station. Takrady, Tadisco Junction. Accra, our 2 branches are located at Atomic Dam, Kwabenya Runabout, and also at Nungwa, behind the Nungwa main body station. You can call us on 059 8731 823. Judgment Dental Clinic, it is time to smile again.
As the days come and go, there's always shit. Let colleagues explore all the planetary bodies. Our mission is in Uranus to treat hemorrhoids, anal fistula, anal fissure, anal incontinence, hydradenitis suppurativa, using laser Legasure for pain-free and speedy recovery. On Uranus Street, Accra, is Main Tuber Hospital and Coloproctology Center. Trust Uranus with us and we will delight you. Visit Main Tuber Hospital today or call us on 0244 581 541.
Madam, I'm looking for Abena.
Abena, there's someone looking for you.
Madam, please, where's Abena?
Abena, yes, ma'am. Is this who you are looking for?
Madam, please get me Abena. Please.
Della, Abena bra.
Oh, Abena. If it's not Abena rice, I can't eat any of that anymore.
Abena rice eniji nko a.
FDA ajejade nkratso yatsum.
Hello, people of Ghana, looking to buy land this World Cup season? I'm here to give you 6 solid reasons why Estate Masters is your most trusted estate partner. 1. We are genuine. Here at Estate Masters, every promise is real, every transaction genuine. We don't just sell lands, we sell peace of mind. 2. We are credible. Our credibility is proven. We are who we say we are, respected, recognized, and trusted across Ghana.
We sell litigation-free lands. With us, your land is litigation-free. No disputes, no worries, just security for you and your family. Free site visits. We bring you to the land at no cost. Free site visit means you see before you buy with full confidence. Your paperwork is on us. We provide free documentation, ensuring your ownership is clear and protected.
And yes, you enjoy unbeatable discounts when you buy land from Estate Masters to make land ownership even sweeter. So what are you waiting for? Rush now and secure your genuine land with Estate Masters. Estate Masters, your most preferred estate partner.
Every heart burning bright,
This July, Ghana will host global downstream energy leaders, innovators, and experts at the Ghana International Petroleum Conference, GIPCON 2026, to collaborate, exchange insights, and develop strategies and groundbreaking innovations through strategic dialogues. The event, held under the auspices of the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, Honorable Dr. John Abdullah Junapo, is on the theme Building a Resilient Downstream, Policy, Innovation, and Investment for Growth. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, is our distinguished guest of honor. Speakers for the event are Mr. Godwin Kujo Tamako Esquire, Chief Executive of NPA, Dr. Patrick Ofori, Chief Executive of Seaboard, Dr. Riverson Opon, Chief Executive of Comac, alongside other key captains of industry. Join us from the 16th to the 17th of July 2026 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day at the Palms Convention Center, La Palm Royal Beach, Accra. We can't wait to host you.
All right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Akosi Amin is still here with us, Kozi, and also Mohammed Adam Suparu. He's MP for Sisala West and also Deputy Communications and Technology Minister. No, he's not. All right, so in a nutshell, please, in just 2 minutes, in a nutshell, what are you saying about this Free Dennis Miracles Abuaje movement, which has been formed? And you can see most of the messages that I've read, it says Free Dennis Miracles, and you're saying that it's not possible.
I'm not saying it's not possible. Free, I mean, his political party MPP is standing by him, but then the law has to take its course because there are laws governing this country, and so if the bail conditions are seen to be, too high for them to meet. The law allows them to go to court. They can go to court to seek for variations. And for as it stands now, you cannot just get up and release him because he's sitting as a political opponent, or you release him because people are protesting around the entrance of the Yoko. That's not how it's done. So the lawyers of Miracle, if they know that they cannot meet the bail conditions, they should go to court and seek for variations. I mean, Yoko is doing its work. It's carrying out its mandate as mandated by the Constitution. And they are investigating an allegation brought against him. And they are asking to account for his stewardship. And as politicians, as we are, I do not see that should be a problem. Today, I am a deputy minister. If tomorrow I am being petitioned to account for my stewardship as to honorably work to Yoko, or wherever, if I am arrested, I mean, it is part of the investigation to account for master worship. I shouldn't see that as a political persecution. I should see it to be that is part of the accountability we are all seeking for. We say that we want to serve this country. And once you've accepted to take a role to serve your country, you should be ready to account for his still worship. And currently, that is what Yoko is doing. There are millions. I've seen people saying that it is political persecution. It's nothing like that of that sort at all. Because there are millions of, there are thousands of former appointees, including my sister, Agusa Mienu sitting here. She's a former
But I think has happened to her. She said she fears something may happen to her soon.
Come again?
She said she fears something may happen to her.
Oh no! Well, he said I haven't been arrested. I said not yet.
Nobody will. If you've not done anything wrong,
okay.
I don't think your assurances.
All right. So
nobody will arrest you. And so, persons that are invited, persons that are arrested,
okay,
all of them are part of the processes of making sure that the law works.
All right.
That is what Ghanaians are yearning for. And you've seen, you've read comments, you've seen people talking about the accountability.
Okay.
And that is what currently we are experiencing. The institutions are working.
All right.
And so we shall allow the institution to work.
Okay.
The law is working. We shall allow the law to work.
Okay.
If we have a problem with the law, we know the process. We know the procedure. You go back to the court.
Okay.
And then the court will decide.
Let me bring in Akosia now for her to do her 3 minutes as well.
My 3 minutes. So, as I've been repeatedly saying here, the pattern of arresting dissenters and levying obscene bail conditions on them is just but a move to silence or gag the opposition.
Okay.
The biggest or loudest critics of this government is the opposition. They know they have control over the media. They know they have gagged some CSOs who in times past would have been very, very critical of certain moves they've made.
Okay.
This is paving way for a third-term agenda to have the president have another term. This is all this is about. They do not have any plan beyond settings because the optics has exposed them.
All right.
What we have to do as well-meaning Ghanaians is not to keep quiet. What we have to do is to call them out as we are doing. This pattern will not stop. It will continue. All because there's a third-term agenda. Last year, when they made moves to remove Tokono, the Chief Justice, there was a honeymoon season and people just didn't care. And people felt a CJ doesn't personally affect my life, so people didn't complain. Subsequently, 1 year, 6 months later, people are seeing that their chief or their overarching campaign policy of 24-hour economy hasn't happened. The jobs they promised haven't happened. They are looking to have another term. And that is even clear within their own party. There are people against it. They just can't say it. There are persons in NDC who are waiting for their appointment, so they can't criticize this. But they know for sure that it's a bad idea. And the idea is not that it makes John Mahama a president again in another 4 years. No. We have to protect this country and ensure that if that provision is removed, you and I one day, if not me, or the minister here, or Moro here, our children in the future are going to be saddled with one savage dictator who has come on the back of a democratically elected government, and we are all going to suffer for it. So let's protect the future. Hit against that third-term agenda. Dennis being gagged is just one of many they intend to do. The goal here is for them to force a third-term agenda in. That is what this is all about.
Okay. Thank you, Kosia. So, good morning. Hold on. Just a minute. Honorable, I beg you. No. Sorry. Your time is up.
The run the Norwegian team has had this year has been way beyond anything we have ever expected. So, I feel like everybody in Norway should come here today to just honor the Norwegian national team, which has done such an amazing job during this whole cup.
I wanted to be here because it's so nice to see everyone together and just doing activities. And me and my partner were talking about that if Norway loses and people stop gathering, it would be kind of sad for Norway. So we're happy, just like everyone coming together and enjoying life and having fun.
Number 9, but I expect much more.
And Spain are into the final of Euro 2024. And the rest.
Do you think Real Madrid regrets signing Mbappe at this point?
Decía algo ahora, pues un partido normal de Mbappé, yo creo, Aquí se con 3 partidos, con 3 goles por lo menos.
In my opinion, it can be the next golden ball. Parce qu'il va être en le regardant, qui va certainement dépasser tout.
He's Mbappé. I actually love him. He knows what he wants to do.
Oh, I will tell him like to dream big, to stay humble, and to trust the process because it's a long journey to be an athlete.
Brasil chega primeiro, Neymar no coração. Favela tá gritando, baile no portão. Cristo lá no alto, moleque joga no chão. Dream na viela, rua vira canção. James Rodrigues! Na multidão.
Papi, ese dron viene grabando en 4K.
Paraguai na selva, isso na pressão.
Moisés Caicedo!
Panamá abre o canal, Carrasque lá no som. Haiti vem no Caribe, na zona
All right, so it's time for the World Cup Digest, and Ebenezer Amuzu.
Yes.
I keep saying
yes,
Azuma.
Yes,
Ebenezer Amuzu is here with us.
yes, good one. Yes.
So it's a big day today.
Yes,
the
big
semi-final
day.
clashes today. One of it is today, 7 p.m. Isn't it? Who are playing?
France against Spain.
Okay.
Tough game.
Who are they all stuck against?
I believe per stats,
Okay.
France should sail through.
Okay.
Because
they're tournament favorites.
Yes. But you see, we will not take anything away from Spain because they also have some quite good players and then they have a very good shape in team. They began the World Cup on a slow note, but gradually they have warmed themselves very well into the tournament.
Right.
And in fact, it's a difficult game to predict.
Right.
But when you weigh in the pros and cons, I think that France is a little ahead of Spain. 1-0, 2-1, 3-2 win, 2-2 draw, added time or extra time, 3-2 win for Spain will not be surprising at all.
Wow. Promises to be a very a crunch encounter.
Yes, it's going to be
crunch.
very difficult.
Because the Spanish play a more possessive style of play. The France don't hold on to the ball too much.
Not too much.
They are more, but they'll press you when they get the ball. But they are very purposeful in their approach to the game. Look at this. That's Zinedine Zidane with Kylian Mbappe.
Okay.
When he was, I believe, 12 years old.
Yeah.
But
it was coming up. So this is how they nurture their boys. Yes, they spot a player who would be a future star, and then they connect you to a current star. And they nurture you to become a star in the future. That's what they do normally.
I see.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's all AI generated. I have been misled.
Oh, but this is what this is what they do.
Oh, I know. That's
this is what they do there. So,
but this video is saying is AI generated. It's just a way of whipping up interest and momentum towards today's big game. But it's going to be a very, very big game. 7 p.m. sharp.
Yeah.
And but back home, is there anything new with the Black Stars apart from Carlos's how do you call it, appointment, which is going to be officially communicated? But do you know whether he has responded to the GFA's offer to him?
I don't know he's responded, but what I know is that he's going to sign the contract.
He's going to sign the contract.
Yes, that's from his camp. I've gotten to know that he will sign the contract. He will continue. And preparations are even underway for our game against Cote d'Ivoire already. He started working around players he must call. It's just 2 months in between, so we don't have enough time.
And time no day.
Yes, time no day. But the only problem is Ghanaians are sharply divided by a view that suggests that we should push Keto Kweku out. He should stay. He should leave. These are really coming up seriously, and they are taking over the trend.
Right.
Yes. Right. People believe that we got to the World Cup, didn't do well. Keto should leave. But you see, he's doing number 9, he's doing number 10. Players played, coaches were in the helm of affairs. I don't really subscribe to that notion. That is what people say.
People say that it makes the Kwesi Nyantakyi era.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Comparatively,
they will run you through the stats in terms of the things that Kwesi Nyantakyi was able to achieve. So that's against what Keto Kweku, and the fact that Ket, since he became FA president, has not won one.
Major tournament.
Not even one. That's a big problem. And they can tell you Kwesi Nyantakyi under 20, under 17, and they'll go on. Anyway, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, sir.
To say, because it's just one game.
Yes, of course. Very, very interesting game,
and we all can't wait. 7
yes,
what's going to be the coverage here? We've been topping so far.
Yes, so we will be live on the screens. Metro TV, Original TV. We'll bring the coverage live on those screens, and then on radio, Original FM will be at the Heart of Lions pub to do activation. And we're going to give out prizes. Prediction for first yellow card, first goal, eventually best player, and also the winner for the game. Samara Company Limited has some products that will be sharing to the winners of this.
What time does coverage start? Pre-tournament, pre-match analysis and so on?
It's exactly 6:30 we've started. Yes, 6:30 we've started. And at 7 we kick-start the commentary on Original.
So as always, this is the place to be.
Exactly.
All right. Let me end with just 2 messages and then 2 birthday dedications. One, Peter T from Shukura, sorry. He's a good one. My name is Alhaji Peter T from Shukura. Miracles Abuaji's arrest is a sign of good things to happen in our future political season. Anybody who is found guilty of misappropriation of funds as government appointee must not be spared. We need to be sure that we maintain some standards that can establish the need of ensuring accountability and prudent economic leverage of sustainability of all administrative machinery under our successive government. The injustice and the corruption that has been engulfing various government sectors must stop. We cannot continue to be losing our resources in the hands of the few. Let's wake up and defend the indefensible. All right, Peter T, thank you very much for the message. Now, happy birthday to Hajia Habiba Mohammed of the Ghana Education Service. Your husband said he loves you very much. Says you have the greatest blessing. You're my greatest blessing, my strength and the joy of my heart. May Allah fill your new year with happiness, good health, and endless blessings. Thank you for being an amazing wife and partner. I love you dearly and pray that all your dreams come true. Have a beautiful birthday, my queen, Prince M. Zakaria. He used to work with ETV, a very, very good friend of mine. That's his wife. He's celebrating his wife, Hajia Habiba Mohammed. And also happy birthday to Mrs. Priscilla Boateng, known as Prissy Baby. May this new year of your life bring you renewed strength, greater success, and also countless moments of happiness. Wishing you a fantastic birthday and a year ahead full of greatness from your beloved husband and family, especially your kids, Sister Perpetua Nyakwa. And then finally, this one says, more the good people of Dagbang are mourning the death of the overlord of Dagbang. Come Thursday is the 3 days Adua. The regent has taken over to see the affairs of Dagbang until a new Yana will be selected. A big tree has fallen and we are sad. That it says, but Allah knows best. He has since been buried according to tradition. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm, he says that this announcement from him is so important. You know, he's also a son of the soil, which is the Dagbang. He's a member of Dagbang. Anyway, so this is where we draw the curtains on today's show. Thank you very much once again. Ebenezer Amuzu. I will say Ebenezer Amuzu. Thanks. And also, again, those of you who have been asking why this new set. Well, I just said we're just trying something new. We just want to know how you feel about a change in set. Yes.